following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
The sounds of the band back inside Spring Hill High School tonight. Good to have the band back in. A little more people here tonight for this one as the students are back to cheer on their Broncos, who welcome in the Eudora Cardinals tonight here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Glad to have you with us. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, and we are just getting started tonight with the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Eudora 8-5 on the season, a Frontier League opponent for the Broncos. The Cardinals coming off of a 50-25 victory on Monday over Ottawa. It was the third straight win for the Cardinals, which is now a season-long winning streak for Brandon Parker's group. Meanwhile, Spring Hill coming off of a loss last Thursday, so they've had a little bit of time off now after a 61-43 loss to Lewisburg. The Broncos fell behind early by double digits and were never really able to recover as Lewisburg avenged their home loss to Spring Hill by taking a wire-to-wire victory here in Spring Hill. So the Broncos now 8-7 overall. Both these teams 5-2 in Frontier League play. So should be a good one tonight between Spring Hill and Eudora. We've got a girls and boys doubleheader. It's also the winter homecoming here for Spring Hill, so we'll have that for you as well later on this evening. So buckle in. Should be a fun night of hoops here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill and Eudora. It's all coming up. More of the Comfort Designs pregame show right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
See all they have to offer at Comfort. Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIC certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Welcome back to the Comfort Designs pregame show tonight. Spring Hill hosting Eudora for a Frontier League battle. Again, we've got both girls and boys games coming up here tonight. Winter homecoming, that festivities will take place during halftime of our boys game later on this evening. And this Spring Hill girls team, they are well represented as the 4 queen candidates for the winter homecoming, all on this Spring Hill girls basketball team. Julia Hess, Emily Dowd, Allie Frank, and Meredith Todd. So we're going to have a winter homecoming queen in action. Now, we won't know which one until the boys game, but one of these young ladies will be crowned the queen, as they're the 4 candidates, and hopefully they can do it on a night where they pick up a victory as well. So let's take a look at the matchup now, brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. The Spring Hill Rec Commission offers a wide range of activities for kids and adults. To see everything they offer, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. All right, so the Eudora Cardinals 8-5, 3 straight victories for Eudora. They're averaging 46.5 points per game. They give up 40.5. Similar numbers to Spring Hill. They're about 3 or 4 points higher on each of those numbers, as the Broncos score 49.5 and give up 44.5. So pretty even matchup there. Record-wise, they both have 8 wins. Overall, in the league, they both are 5-2, so it all sets up for a pretty good matchup. Harper Schreiner is their stud for the Cardinals. She is awesome. A first-team All-League player last year as a sophomore. The 5'7" junior now had 2 big games against the Broncos a season ago. 18 points, 7 rebounds, and a couple of assists in the first matchup, and then backed that up with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists in the second matchup. So in 2 games, 37 points, 14 boards, and 7 dimes. She's a very good player for the Eudora Cardinals, and that will be matchup number 1 that Spring Hill will have to be aware of tonight. Emma Durr had a big game against the Broncos last year in the second meeting, pulled down 11 rebounds in that one, so they'll have to try to keep her off the glass. Jayla Pierce, another player that the Cardinals like to get active on the boards as well. Spring Hill's been a very good rebounding team this year, though. They have a plus 4.5 rebounding margin over their opponents through their 15 games so far this year. Obviously, a lot of that comes from Allie Frank, who averages just under 10 rebounds per game. She had a double-double last year against Eudora in one of their 2 games. She had 5 points only in the first matchup with Eudora last year, but she had 12 rebounds in that game. And in the second matchup, she went off for 19 points and another 12 rebounds. So both times against Eudora last year, she was able to hit that 12 rebound mark. So expect her to need another big game tonight for the Broncos, and certainly has shown that she can do that against the Cardinals. She, like Schreiner, was a first-team All-Frontier League selection last year, and Allie coming off a 20-point, 8-rebound game in their last outing against Lewisburg. Again, the big thing really for Spring Hill is that they had a nice break here. They played last Thursday, so they've had a full week plus a day since they've last played, and that's on the heels of really a stretch where they were just going crazy. They played 8 games in 17 days prior to this current break, so certainly a rest that they needed. Let's hope that they come back nice off of this rest, similar to what they did last time they had a nice little break. They went on the road and beat Lewisburg in their first game out of what was about a 11-day rest the last time that they had a lengthy break between ball games. That lengthy break was thanks to COVID protocols being in place, and they had a couple of games that got postponed, this Eudora game being one of those. So now they will play it here tonight. So Spring Hill and Eudora, the matchup that's coming up. That was a look at the matchup brought to you by Spring Hill Recreation Commission. We'll take a look at a few keys to the game when we come back here on the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at HERS, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call HERS at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back once again to the Comfort Designs pregame show as we get you set tonight for Spring Hill and Eudora coming up shortly. Time to take a quick look at the keys to the game for the Broncos. We'll start with containing Harper Schreiner as much as you can. You're not going to completely take her out. They use her way too much, as they should, as she's a really good one at 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists last year in the 2 games against the Broncos. And it starts with her for the Broncos defensively. They've got to be able to at least contain Schreiner and keep her to some modest numbers in this ball game. And the second key, I think, for the Broncos tonight, play with good energy. We talked about that layoff that they've had, and now after having played 8 games in 17 days, now they get a whole 8 days off. That's going to feel like a brand new team out there, hopefully, tonight. So hopefully they've got some good energy. This is a team that really likes to use their defense to not only give them some easy chances offensively, but that's kind of where they set their tone, is with the defensive side of the floor. So now that they've got some fresher legs, let's see if they can use that defense to force a few turnovers and make a few things happen that way, playing with a high energy here tonight. Those are your keys to the game as the Broncos host the Eudora Cardinals. Again, it's a doubleheader for you tonight. We'll have the boys game coming up around 7:30 or so tonight, and then at halftime of the boys game, we will crown the winter homecoming king and queen as well. So we'll have all of that for you during halftime of the boys game later on here tonight. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show. Starting lineups and the opening throw-in are next here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Welcome back live inside Spring Hill High School tonight as we get set for the opening throw-in tonight. It's time to give you the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Perfect Details Salon at 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. So let's take a look at these starters for the Eudora Cardinals, and they will go with Kate Erpelding, a 5'5 senior, number 1. Jayla Pierce, 5'10 senior, number 13. Harper Schreiner, their first-team All-Leaguer from last year, a 5'7 junior, number 15. Mackenzie Mayer, a 5'6 junior, number 25. And Malia Martin, a 5'8 senior, number 33. And for the Spring Hill Broncos tonight, starting lineup will feature 3 of the 4 Queen candidates for the winter homecoming. Emily Dowd, 5'5 senior, number 10, 3.5 points per game. Allie Frank, a 6' senior, number 15, 18.5 points, 10 rebounds a game to lead the team. Meredith Todd, a 5'7 senior, number 25, 5.5 points per game. Those are the 3 Queen candidates, along with Julia Hess, who we will see rather shortly into this game, usually the first or second off of the bench for the Broncos. And then Kate Milroy, 5'1 junior, their assist leader this year, 4.5 assists per game. She wears number 1 for the Broncos. And Jenna Weber, a 5'8 sophomore, number 20, who is second on the team in all the major categories, scoring, rebounding, and assists. 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists per game this year for Weber. It's time for the opening throw-in. It's brought to you by Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, clean, judgment-free environment, open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. So it's Eudora basketball to start this ball game. We're underway tonight in our first of our doubleheader here. The boys game coming up following this one with the winter homecoming ceremonies at halftime of the boys game. We'll carry that for you during that halftime. Spring Hill opening up in their zone defense here tonight against this Eudora offense, which is run through Schreiner. Here's a deep 2 taken by Mayer on the left side, and it is an air ball out of bounds over to Spring Hill. Well, 3/4 court pressure put on by Eudora to open this ball game as Spring Hill's coming off of an 18-point loss to Lewisburg here on their home floor 8 days ago. Had a nice rest after having played 8 games in a 17-day stretch. Inside Frank, got deep position down on the block, and Kate Milroy bounces it right in there to the Broncos' leading scorer, who averages a little over 18 points per game, and she's got the first basket tonight for Spring Hill. Lob inside, that's Schreiner, her first look. Rims out, but she got it back. Sets up Pierce. Contact and a foul will put Jayla Pierce at the free throw line. And the foul is called on Meredith Todd for Spring Hill. It's her first and the team's first, and 2 shots coming up for the senior Jayla Pierce with the Eudora Cardinals. 6 points, 6 rebounds in 2 games combined last year against Spring Hill. She gets the Cardinals on the board with that first free throw. Both teams have had successful seasons in the Frontier League this year. Both are 5-2 in league play. So a 2-1 lead early on for Spring Hill. Meredith Todd straight away, a couple of steps beyond the three-point line, but won't fall for her. Mayer the rebound for Eudora. Quick shot up on the other end for the Cardinals. It is off the hand of, they're going to see off the hand of Pierce. Looked like Weber might have been the one who knocked it out, but it's called off of Eudora's Jayla Pierce. So Spring Hill gets the stop and the ball back with 6:40 left to play in the opening quarter. Kate Milroy runs the offense very well for the Broncos. Leads the team with 4.5 assists per game. We've already seen her pick up one as it's deflected out of bounds, and it stays with the Broncos. Meredith Todd will throw it in. Frank inside. Todd up with it on the right side. Might have been partially blocked. Erpelding comes away with it for Eudora. Here's Schreiner. Really can handle the ball, shoot the ball, good on the glass. Does a little bit of everything. First team all-leaguer, and now they go inside on a backdoor cut. Sets up Mayer, and she'll have a chance at the free throw line now. Jenna Weber called for the foul. Mayer rattles them both in, and she has put Eudora on top for the first time tonight. Knocked out of the hand of Frank. Milroy collects it, kicks out to Todd, and she's going to be called for a travel as she tried to set her feet to put up the three. One-point Eudora lead with the basketball. Schreiner brings it up, sends it right side to Martin. Pierce for the short corner, sails it over the head of Mayer and out of bounds in the backcourt. A turnover back to Spring Hill, and here comes Julia Hess and Brooke Powell in for the Broncos. Hess, 5'6" senior, number 4 for Spring Hill. Powell, 5'6" junior, number 31. Powell, 4.5 points per game. She is their top scorer off of the bench. 5:40 left in the quarter. This is Frank looking backdoor to Milroy and floats it through for Kate Milroy. Puts Spring Hill back in front by a point. "15-foot pull-up, a bit strong from Erpelding, rebounded by Frank. Had a dozen rebounds in both games against Eudora last year. Hess gets it to Frank in stride for three, won't go. Schreiner clears, and she'll bring it up herself. Nice pass up to Jayla Pierce, who is running the floor. Missed the first look, got it back. Goes up a second time, missed that as well, and it will stay with Eudora. Kaylee Oakes will check in now for Spring Hill. 5'8" junior enters for Jenna Weber. Oakes averages 3 points per game off of the bench for the Broncos. So they've already had 2 looks, this time down from Pierce. Possession still alive. Mayer from the corner. Another offensive rebound by Pierce. Mayer this time won't take the corner shot, and they'll bring it back out. Well, Pierce's offensive rebounding making this a very long possession for Eudora. Schreiner now has it between the circles as she's guarded by Hess. All the way back to midcourt. 4:20 left in the quarter on this long possession. Pierce with the shot fake. Missed again from close range. Offensive rebound by Mayer, and she's fouled. Well, Spring Hill just can't get Eudora off this side of the floor right now. 3 offensive rebounds plus a team rebound on the ball that was knocked out of bounds off of Spring Hill, so it gives them a handful of looks at it, and eventually Mackenzie Mayer earns a trip to the free throw line where she already has knocked down 2 but can't get the first this time. Jenna Weber returns back quickly for Spring Hill. So that ties this ball game up at 4 with 4 and change to play in the first quarter. Before the shot by Weber, another travel is called on Spring Hill. And to the bench for the first time goes Eudora. In comes Sawyer Schreiner, a 5'8 sophomore. She replaces Malia Martin, and with 4 minutes left to play in the opening quarter, we're knotted up 4 apiece. See if Spring Hill can get a defensive rebound and stop the possession. Instead, they'll get a turnover forced. Weber with a steal. Gets it up to Hess on the right wing. Play Freegon trying to get his girls to move the ball. He's thinking it's sticking a little bit too much right now. Wants a quicker ball movement around the top of the key. Here's Brooke Powell now with the ball for the Broncos. Draws the double team, kicks it out to Hess, who buries a 3 for Spring Hill. So Julia Hess off of the bench, knocks down the tray, and the senior gives Spring Hill a 3-point lead. Pierce kicked out of bounds by Powell. Stays with Eudora with 3:12 left to play in this first quarter. Eudora still has not made a field goal in this game. All 4 of their points have come at the free throw line. One of them from Jayla Pierce, the other 3 from Mackenzie Mayer. And a good job limiting the opportunities for this girl, Harper Schreiner, but she does get a chance to put up a 3 here, and on cue, she knocks it down. And we're knotted back up at 7 apiece now. Hess had it knocked out of their hands. The dribble back alive. Now Frank. Milroy unable to get the corner on Erpelding. Back up top to Hess, and why not? Julia Hess feeling it early on as she knocks down a second 3. And it's a 6-point first quarter off of the bench for Hess. Mayer got a quick layup look on the other end. It'll stay with Eudora as once again it deflects out of bounds off of Spring Hill. Eudora not shy about running right now. They are even on a made basket for Spring Hill. They are quick to get it out of the net and up the floor. Hess, for just the second time this year, has knocked down multiple 3s. Missed from close range by Pierce, but stuck back in by Mayer. So the first, or a Schreiner rather, a Sawyer Schreiner that time with the putback. That's the first 2-point field goal of the game for Eudora. Spring Hill looking to get 3 more back from Hess. Why not? She's already knocked down 2, but can't get the hat trick off the hand of Milroy, and back to Eudora with 2:05 left of the quarter. And off the bench returning is Malia Martin for Eudora, and Meredith Todd returns along with Emily Dowd for Spring Hill. 2 minutes to play in this first quarter, and a back and forth quarter it's been. 3 ties, 2 lead changes so far. Schreiner, who handles it here, has just the 3 points so far for the Cardinals. Pierce out to set the screen. Schreiner doesn't take it, instead steps back. Powell was hedging that way, expecting that screen, and you can't cheat off of it. Schreiner will make you pay as she knocks down her second 3, and the lead back to Eudora by a deuce. Milroy had Todd flashing through the paint, unable to get the pass into her. Frank skip pass stolen by Schreiner. Harper Schreiner off to the races and able to finish with the left hand. And a timeout taken by Spring Hill. It's a 14-10 Eudora lead. 7 straight points for the Cardinals, drawing the first timeout out of Spring Hill with 1:17 left in the quarter. And Schreiner has been the girl that has propelled it. A 10-3 run by Eudora with 8 of the 10 points coming from Harper Schreiner after a relatively quiet start. through the first 4 minutes of this ball game. But once she gets going, she can fill it up in a hurry. And Spring Hill has to know that scouting report there. And twice now they've allowed her to take a three-pointer, really an uncontested three-pointer. And the second one, and that's maybe the conversation that coaching staff having with Powell right now, who was guarding Schreiner the last time when that screen was coming and started to back off to get around the screen. And Schreiner smart enough to just step to the other side, ignore the screen if they're going to pay that much attention, and knock down the three. So let's see if Spring Hill can end this 7-0 run by Eudora out of the timeout. Knocked out of the hands of Frank, but fortunately it finds the hands of Emily Dowd. Skip over to Todd. Meredith into traffic. Blocked out of her hands. Now back up top to Frank. Three-pointer can't rattle in for her. And it's rebounded by Eudora. Another chance to run for the Cardinals. Schreiner brings it up. Back up top to Sawyer Schreiner. Around to Erpelding. Good look at a three on the left wing. Offensive board by Schreiner, but she's called for the foul in the process. So went through the body of Milroy to get that rebound, and it'll be Schreiner's first foul and the Cardinals' first as well, with 41 seconds left to play in the quarter. And Eudora on top, 14-10. Jenna Weber returns for Spring Hill. Todd able to work her way through the defenders and hit the runner off the window. Well, that ends the 7-0 run by Eudora, makes it a 2-point game with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. That time a tough three by Schreiner, and there's not a lot you can do defensively about that. Schreiner with Weber's hand in her face knocks down a tough three to make it 17-12 Cardinals. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Frank on the wing with two, has to get it up, does, off the front iron, and we played one with Eudora on top of Spring Hill, 17-12 on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strolli Orthodontics.
Lenses and frames for Spring. Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020. When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Start of the second quarter in Spring Hill tonight, 17-12. Eudora on top of the Broncos. 3 ties, 3 lead changes through that opening quarter. 7-0 run by the Cardinals. Late in the quarter gave them the lead that they now have by 5. And Harper Schreiner really a strong first quarter. 11 points in the final 4 minutes of that first quarter for Schreiner to give the Cardinals this 5-point lead. It's the Broncos with the basketball here as we start the second quarter. Frank skips it across to Meredith Todd. And it's a foul called against Eudora. Looked like it was on Mayer. It is, and that is her first. And the second team foul against Eudora. Milroy on the inbound. Gets it into Frank, but they really had her covered up, and it's out to Todd, who knocks down the three. So Spring Hill now has hit 3 3-pointers already in this game. And it's 17-15, but not to be outdone. The Cardinals have also gotten 3 threes, all of them coming from Schreiner for Eudora. It's a 2-point Cardinals lead. This is Schreiner with Weber trying to stay glued to her, and they forced a turnover, but unfortunately Milroy unable to keep her balance on the baseline as she caught it with her momentum headed towards that baseline and it won't be a turnover after all. Instead, it's off the hand of Milroy and back to the Cardinals. Schreiner with Weber right there on her. Can't give her any breathing room, and she is able to find a little crease to get past Weber. I'm going to say out of bounds off of Spring Hill. So Eudora will get another chance with it. Martin on the drive and kick to Pierce. Near side Mayer misses off a right iron, but Pierce trying to put it back, misses as well. Once again, it stays with Eudora. Well, Eudora right now dominating on this offensive glass as Powell, Hess, and Oakes will all check back in for Spring Hill. An 8-2 advantage right now in rebounding for Eudora. And the majority of that has been offensive rebounds as Pierce this time is called for a travel. So Spring Hill gets out of here without giving up any more points, but giving up a lot of second chance, third chance, even fourth chance opportunities. Fortunately, Eudora has not capitalized on a whole lot of them. This is Weber on the drive, and a foul called on Martin as she went up to contest that shot by Jenna Weber. It'll put Jenna at the free throw line instead, and Martin picks up her first and the team's third. Weber, 56% this year at the free throw line, 10 of 18 for the sophomore Weber. And that is her first point of the night as it draws Spring Hill within a point. And it will stay right there at a 1-point difference. Schreiner crosses up Powell, but then lost it as she tried to flip it underhanded to Pierce, and it results in another Eudora turnover. Spring Hill on the move, Weber. Powell was not wanting that pass. She was coming to set the screen. All of a sudden, Weber put it right in her lap. Now this is Hess. Underhand to Frank. Wiener in the middle of the paint, banks in. One of the prettiest of possessions there by Spring Hill, but they won't apologize for getting the 2 points, taking the lead back. 18-17 Spring Hill. Schreiner, good look in the corner, and she's now hit 4 times from beyond the arc. Just can't give her any space. What makes her really tough to defend is how well she moves without the basketball. Gets herself open just like that, uses the Pierce screen and moves well without the ball to give herself a chance. And there's Brooklyn Powell spinning through defenders into traffic and gets the lay-in to go and ties this game back up at 20 apiece. We expected a good close ball game here tonight, and so far it has not disappointed as Schreiner this time misses the three. Hess is pushed by Pierce. So Jayla Pierce picks up a foul, her first, team's fourth. As Hess makes sure that time down it's just a one-and-done trip. Todd, Milroy, and Dowd all check back in for Spring Hill. And in for the first time for Eudora is 5'7" senior Briley Graff. Five minutes to play in the first half, tied up at 20. Hess with the runner, misses, but it's an offensive board this time for Spring Hill. Frank with another chance, make it a third chance for Frank, and eventually she capitalizes. So a couple of offensive rebounds by Frank gave her just enough chances to score, and it's 22-20 Broncos. Martin fouled on the other end, and more free throws coming up for Eudora. Both Todd and Frank were there, and they're going to call it on Meredith Todd. That is her second. It's the fourth team foul charged to Spring Hill. Jenna Weber back in for Spring Hill. And Sawyer Schreiner returns for Eudora with 4:25 left in the first half of this back and forth contest. So we are tied for the 5th time now in this half, 22 all. To go along with 5 lead changes as well. Milroy to Hess. Short corner look by Julia. Had a good look at it, but it won't go, and it's off of Weber's hands. So Eudora gets it back, and they've got a chance to now retake the lead. Schreiner walks the ball up the floor. Doesn't come off the floor hardly ever, so takes advantage of an opportunity to catch her breath as she'll go to work for the Cardinals. Groff's bounce pass stolen away by Milroy after it went through a couple of different legs. Now here's Hess trying to go into Frank, stolen back by Martin. Erpelding working against Milroy, and the pass intercepted by Weber. Jenna didn't have any help back. The Eudora defense quick to transition back, took away the fast break opportunity, and instead it's Frank for 3. Schreiner the rebound, and now she'll come racing the other way. One-on-one with Frank. Blocking foul on Allie, and Schreiner will go to the free throw line. First foul against Allie Frank, and the 15th foul at the line, Harper Schreiner. 14 points in this first half for Schreiner, including 4 three-pointers. This will be the 9th and 10th free throws attempted already by the Cardinals. They are now 7 out of 9 at the free throw line, so taking advantage of the Spring Hill fouls. I think every one of the Bronco fouls has resulted in free throws so far. Yep, all 5 of the Bronco fouls have been shooting fouls for Eudora, and they are making them at an 80% clip, 8 out of 10, and they've got the lead back 24-22. Dowd has it blocked. Bounce into Schreiner. Down to the floor, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow keeps it with Eudora with 2:54 left to play in the half. Weber deflects the inbound pass away, and it comes up in the hands of Milroy. Leads it up to Powell. Brook on the right side, too strong. Put back chance by Frank, misses. And then Allie is fouled after she once again is able to rebound her own miss. Called on Mayer, her second. Team's 5th. And a baseline inbound for Spring Hill. Kaylee Oakes will first check in for the Broncos. Milroy's bounce pass back into Oakes. Slipped through her hands. It's another tie-up. This time it'll stay with Spring Hill. Dowd runs the baseline, gets it from Oakes, but misses the 3. Off the hand of Mayer, and it stays with Spring Hill. Lob into Frank. Powell leads Milroy into the corner, and she'll pull it away with 2:20 left in the half. Oakes down the left lane line. Grabbed on the arm. Count the basket for Kaylee Oakes. And a 3-point opportunity. So Oakes with the aggressive move to the basket only averages 2.8 points per game, so she can get all of that here on the one trip down the floor after that nice move and a chance to finish it off at the free throw line where she's 5 out of 6 this year. They called a foul on Groff, her first. Oaks unable to knock down the free throw, but she has tied this game back up at 24 all. Timeout taken by Eudora. 1:51 seconds left in the half. And the Cardinals take the timeout with this game knotted up 24 all after 6 ties and 6 lead changes so far in this ball game. Don't forget, Bronco fans, when the exciting play happens and you want to see it again, text SHHS to 816-406-0051. Get game highlights sent right to your phone. Spring Hill Sports Live and EZ Relic give you the chance to capture every big moment from every game. You've got 90 seconds to text SHHS to 816-406-0051 once the big play happens, and you'll get the last 90 seconds of game film sent in a video highlight to your phone to relive all the great moments from the game. 1:51 seconds left in the half. Eudora with the ball, knotted up 24 apiece. And has been back and forth throughout tonight. Cardinals have led by as many as 5. Spring Hill's largest lead has been just 3. Schreiner forced to save that ball back out to Pierce with 90 seconds left in the half now. And the Cardinals, they're not a team that is afraid to run. They like to get out and go, but they're also clearly not a team that is afraid to work the ball and have a long possession. They call that ball off of the hand of Schreiner, so it is Spring Hill basketball. It was initially deflected by the Broncos, but then it went last off of Schreiner's hand, so that is turnover number 8 against Eudora, and it gives Spring Hill the ball back with a minute left in the half. And a tie ball game, a chance to take the lead into the locker room here. 9 times in their 15 games this year, Spring Hill has led at the half. Chance to do that here, down for 3. It's way off the mark, and now Schreiner comes back the other way with plenty of time to work with for Eudora. Gives it back out to Erpelding, whose 3 comes in and out. Offensive rebound, Pierce. She has been a monster on the offensive glass in this first half, and a 3 is reined in by Malia Martin. So they take advantage of the second chance opportunity that trip, and they get the 3 by Martin to make it a 3-point Eudora lead under 20 seconds left in the half. Powell to try to tie it back up, you betcha. So both teams have had the answer all night for the other. Under 10 seconds left in the half, we're tied up again at 27 all. Schreiner with 3 seconds. Got it up on the rim, but a foul is called against Eudora, or against a Spring Hill rather. And it puts Eudora's Harper Schreiner at the free throw line for 2 shots with just a second left in the half. Foul is called on Kaylee Oaks. Schreiner is 2 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. A big first half, 16 points for Harper Schreiner. One out of 2 for Schreiner, and that will get us to the half with Eudora on top of Spring Hill, 28-27. Coming up, the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
Welcome into the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. A good ball game so far tonight. 7 ties, 6 lead changes, and it's a 1-point game at the half. 28-27, Eudora on top of Spring Hill. Let's take a look back at the first half of the White Cell Optometry Vision Source Eye on the game. This whole game has been played inside of an 8-point window. Largest lead for Eudora, 5. That was at the end of the first quarter. Largest lead for Spring Hill, just 3. That was midway through the first quarter as the Broncos opened up the game up 2-0 before Eudora took their first lead at 3-2. It'd go back and forth until Eudora put together the game's biggest run, a 7-0 run late in the first quarter to go from down 3 to up 4 at 14-10. And then a Harper Schreiner 3 in the closing seconds of the first quarter made it 17-12 at the end of 1. The Broncos then opened up the second quarter with their biggest run of the half. They went a 6-0 run to retake the lead 18-17 just a couple of minutes into the second quarter. Then it would flip-flop back and forth that lead throughout the remainder of that second quarter before the game was tied up at 24. Then a 3 by Eudora, answered by a 3 by Spring Hill's Brooke Powell, tied it at 27. And a free throw by Harper Schreiner with 1 second left in the half is the difference in the ball game right now. A 28-27 Eudora lead on top of Spring Hill. We'll check the first half numbers for you when we come back. You're watching the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. That look back at the game was brought to you by White Cell Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with White Cell Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're gonna love it. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Halftime in Spring Hill tonight. The Eudora Cardinals on top of the Spring Hill Broncos in our girls game, 28-27 at the break. Cardinals with a big rebounding advantage. They really dominated on the offensive glass. Fortunately, though, they didn't make a bunch of those second chance opportunities. They had several trips that went 4 or 5 looks at it and didn't end up scoring, but they did capitalize on enough of them, and they lead by 1. But they had a 16-6 rebounding advantage in that first half. Both teams shot the three-pointer well. Eudora knocked down 5 threes, 4 of those coming from Harper Schreiner, and Spring Hill answered with 4 threes of their own. The Broncos just 4 turnovers in the first half, so good there. The Cardinals had 8 of them, with 6 of those coming in the second quarter. And the free throw line has been a big advantage for the Cardinals. They are 9 of 12 at the line. Spring Hill just 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. Big first half from Harper Schreiner, 17 points, 5 rebounds right now for the Cardinals, first team all-leaguer. And the second leading scorer in that first half was Malia Martin, who had 5 all in the second quarter. Mackenzie Mayer with 3 and Jayla Pierce with 1. Pierce tied with Schreiner for the team lead on the glass with 5 rebounds. For Spring Hill, Allie Frank and Julia Hess, their top 2 scorers. They've each got 6. Hess, both of her buckets beyond the arc. She has the 2 3-pointers for her 6 points, and Allie with 3 2-point field goals, 6 points, and a team-high 5 rebounds in the first half. Meredith Todd and Brooke Powell each with 5 points. Kate Milroy and Kaylee Oakes each with 2, and Jenna Weber with 1 point in that first half. Kate Milroy and Allie Frank each with a pair of assists to lead the Broncos there. It's 28-27, Eudora on top by 1. You've been watching the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Second half starts next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for experienced and knowledgeable electrical contractors? Scott Electric is your right choice. We have been providing high-quality electrical repair, remodeling, and troubleshooting services at affordable prices since 1972. Expect the highest attention to detail from start to finish. We are a licensed and insured electrical company. Our residential electrical services include installation of smoke detectors, hot tubs, and basement finishing. No job is too big or too small for our trained electricians. Call for a free estimate.
Start of the second half, 28-27, Eudora on top of Spring Hill as Harper Schreiner takes the inbound pass, and we are underway after a back and forth first half that had 7 ties and 6 lead changes. The entire half played inside of an 8-point window. Eudora has had a mix of quick possessions and then these long, drawn-out, minute-long possessions. They are a patient bunch that does not just hoist up a bad shot if they don't have to, and then it seems like when they do try to force one maybe like that from Martin, they get bailed out by a foul, as Spring Hill has had some bad luck tonight. They have committed now 7 fouls in this game, and all 7 fouls committed by Spring Hill have resulted in 2 shots for Eudora. You just don't see that. I mean, every once in a while you got to have a foul in there, just a common foul with no free throws, but nope. 7 times they fouled, 7 times it has put Eudora on the free throw line. The Cardinals have made 10 out of 14 after Martin gets 1 of 2 there. A 2-point lead for Eudora. They've led by as many as 5. Spring Hill with the ball, chance to tie it or perhaps take the lead back. Weber out to Milroy, a foot just inside of the 3-point line, ties the game up at 29. So tied now for an 8th time tonight. Dowd almost came away with it, ball still loose, but Eudora able to get it back. Todd with a deflection, and this time Spring Hill does come up with the steal. Broncos look to take the lead as Milroy sends it into Weber. Jenna backs her way inside the paint and gets it to go. So Spring Hill back in front, 31-29. Schreiner pulls up for 3 off left iron, and Frank clears it for the Broncos. Half dozen rebounds tonight for Frank. She had 24 rebounds in 2 games against Eudora last year. Had 12 in both games, including a 19-12 double-double effort the second time they played them. Todd off the screen from Weber. Finds Frank at the foul line, and it'll spin around, roll around, and drop. It tried everything it could to not go in, but it eventually does. And Spring Hill now with their largest lead of the night, a 4-point advantage for the Broncos as they're on a 6-0 run. Erpelding able to find some space inside the paint, and the feed by Martin sets her up for the easy 2. Todd lob into Weber, and Jenna with the left hand. 2 points right back for Spring Hill. Schreiner, a 17-point first half, gives it up into the right corner. Erpelding back into the middle of the paint on the bounce pass off the hands of Todd. Out of bounds, staying with Eudora. Hess and Powell check back in for Spring Hill. Both had a good first half off of the bench. Hess with 6 and Powell with 5. A third of their points have come from those 2 girls off of the bench. Martin with the drive and kick. Long 2-pointer off the back iron. And an offensive rebound by Martin. Another long 2 missed. This time Frank with the rebound. Weber step back 3. Milroy able to come up with the ball after Frank and Pierce were battling for it, and it's Allie Frank who capitalizes on a second chance bucket for Spring Hill. 3-point opportunity coming up for Frank as Kate Erpelding picks up her first foul, and the first of the second half charged to Eudora. Frank misses the free throw, but Spring Hill leads by 6. Rejected by Frank. Oh, they're going to call a foul then after the block shot. It was a clean block up top, but then Frank with the body ran into Mackenzie Mayer and is called for her second foul. All 4 of Mayer's points have come now at the free throw line tonight, as she misses for the first time on that. Or no, I guess she missed one earlier as well. She's now 4 out of 6 at the free throw line, and it's 37-32. With a little more than 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Good start to this third quarter by Spring Hill. Nice look, Weber inside to Hess, but it's blocked out of bounds by Pierce. Milroy lob into Frank. Easy 2 for Allie Frank. 12 points to go along with 7 rebounds tonight from Frank. A 4th assist by Milroy, who averaged just a little more than 4 per game. She seems to be about good for 5 or 6 a game as of late. Pierce rebounds the missed 3 by Erpelding, but can't put it back. It's kind of been the story of the night for Eudora. A lot of offensive rebounds, but a lot of missed putbacks as well. Pierce on the steal, gets it right back for the Cardinals. Schreiner out on the right wing, steps back into a 3 and drills it. Schreiner with 20 now to lead all scorers tonight. Pulls the Cardinals within 4 with 3:13 to go in the third quarter. Weber, another nice look inside. This time sets up Brooke Powell for the easy 2. Seven-point night for Brooke Powell off of the bench. Milroy almost came up with the steal. Bounce into Pierce, might have been partially blocked by Allie Frank, and Weber comes up with it for the Broncos. (14-7) advantage in this third quarter here for Spring Hill, and now make it a 16-7 advantage as Julia Hess sets up Allie Frank. Timeout Eudora, as Spring Hill has come out in this second half and outscored them 16-7 to build an 8-point lead with 2:25 left in the third quarter on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Allowing you to focus on when it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
.225 left to play third quarter. Spring Hill has opened up an 8-point lead on top of Eudora. Broncos have had a good start to this second half from Allie Frank, who's got 8 points already in this third period. Jenna Weber has been solid in this third quarter as well. 4 points and a pair of assists for Weber to help set up some of those buckets. And the Broncos enjoying their largest lead of the ball game right now as that ball's deflected out of bounds. There's lots of balloons in the gym tonight because of it being winter homecoming, and now every once in a while, I don't know if you can hear it through the broadcast, but you can certainly hear it in the gym. Every once in a while, one of those balloons pops, whether it be by natural causes, it finds its fate, or whether a little kid decides to pop it, but it certainly jars the attention every time one of those balloons explodes across the way. Frank on a second chance gets the basket and another 3-point opportunity for Allie. Allie Frank continues to dominate here in the third quarter. She's got 16 points for the game now, with 10 of them coming in this third quarter. The foul is called on Erpelding. It's her second, and Sawyer Schreiner will check into the game now for Eudora as Frank knocks down the free throw, giving her 17 points for the ball game. Spring Hill has now opened up a double-digit lead. This game was so tight throughout the first half of this game. Eudora led only by as many as 5. Spring Hill's largest lead in the first half was only 3 points. But thanks to this big third quarter, they now lead by 11, and they've got a chance to add to it after the steal by Todd. Up to Frank, pirouettes to the right, gets the foul, and another basket for Frank, as she'll have another chance for a three-point play and is now up to 19 points in the game. Frank showing off the athleticism right there as well, able to catch that ball on the run. Had to do a spin move as the pass was slightly behind her, got fouled, and still able to finish it. Free throw misses for her, but what a third quarter here. What a start to this second half for Allie Frank. And now another block shot, but it's Groff who comes up with it. She's fouled, so she'll get another chance at the free throw line for Eudora. Kate Milroy picks up her second foul. Third team foul. Briley Groff at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Frank on the rebound as it's another empty trip for Eudora, and the Cardinals in desperate need for something right now as they now trail by 13. Spring Hill looking to keep piling it on. Frank has had a huge third quarter with 13 points in the period. She gives it up top to Oaks. A minute left in the quarter. Todd into traffic. Looked like she actually ran into Emily Dowd. So there was contact there, but it was from her own teammate. Hence the no foul, and now a turnover by Eudora. Well, the Cardinals having an unravel on them here in this third period. They've been outscored 21-7 in this quarter. And their 1-point lead is a distant memory now as they trail by 13. Spring Hill with the ball, trying to close out this quarter and keep the momentum going their way. Dowd on the drive, gives it up to Frank, knocked away by Schreiner, and then off the fingertips of Dowd. And a turnover back to Eudora. Only the 6th turnover tonight by Spring Hill. They've done a good job taking care of the basketball. There's been 11 coming back the other way from Eudora. Schreiner on the drive. Groff on the putback is fouled. So yet another trip to the free throw line for the Cardinals. It's called on Oaks, her second. So the Cardinals have taken a ton of free throws in this ball game. After they had taken 10 free throws, they were shooting 80% as a team. They were 8 of their first 10, but they're just 3 for their last 10 now at the free throw line. So 11 of 20 overall. Unable to take advantage of the number of free throws they've been awarded so far in this game. So a 3-minute scoring drought to close out this quarter by Eudora. Spring Hill has exploded the lead to 13. Can they get a couple more? Inside to Frank, bobbled, got it back, knocked to the floor. Milroy got it up. It'll count if it goes, but it's short. And we'll head to the fourth after a big third quarter as the Broncos outscored Eudora 21-7 in the third and lead by 13 going to the fourth.
trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Spring Hill tonight. A 48-35 Bronco lead thanks to a huge third quarter. A 21-7 advantage in the third by Spring Hill. Schreiner backside looks for Mayer, and she's fouled, so another trip to the line coming up for Eudora. It's called on Milroy. It's her third, team's fifth. And here is Mackenzie Mayer at the line. 4 out of 6 in the ball game for Mayer. So the 1 point there at the line ends a 3.5-minute scoring drought. They get a second chance after the miss thanks to the Pierce rebound, but Schreiner unable to connect on the three, and now they'll have another opportunity. It's ruled out off of Spring Hill. Schreiner so far just 3 points in this second half after she had 17 in the first half of the ball game. They try to go inside there to her, but it's kicked out of bounds by Spring Hill. Pierce hands back to Schreiner. Spring Hill giving all kinds of attention now to Schreiner, as they should. Tie-up called between Todd and Pierce. And this will be Spring Hill basketball on the possession arrow. So a minute into this fourth quarter, Spring Hill will get the ball for the first time now in the quarter with a 12-point lead. Closed out the third quarter on a 10-0 run. Stays with Spring Hill. Milroy unable to find anywhere to go with it eventually. Throws it in, and it's Weber who gets it all the way back near midcourt. Meredith Todd back up top to Allie Frank, who's had a big game, and a foul on the reach in by Harper Schreiner. Got on the hand of Frank and picks up her second personal foul with 6:28 to play in the ball game. Fourth team foul on Eudora. It was a minute-long opening possession to start the quarter for Eudora. Now a half-minute-long possession so far for Spring Hill, and it's still going. Milroy fires up the three in the corner. Allie Frank pulls down the offensive rebound, which gives her another double-double effort. And she not only gets that rebound, but she puts it back in as well. 21 points and 10 rebounds from Allie Frank tonight. And Spring Hill leads by 14. Schreiner unable to hit from three, or a defensive rebound by Milroy. And she's fouled in the backcourt by Erpelding. So Spring Hill with the ball up 14 and under 6 to play. Hess and Powell check in for Spring Hill. Sawyer Schreiner back in for Eudora. Huge second half by Allie Frank. 15 points, 5 rebounds so far in the second half alone. And now another foul called in the backcourt on Erpelding. That is now her 4th. And that is the 6th team foul, so it will put Spring Hill in the bonus the rest of the way. And now an offensive foul called against Spring Hill on Julia Hess. And that is now the Broncos' 6th team foul, and it is a timeout taken by Eudora. Back in a moment here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
So, what is love? Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
.551 to play in the ball game tonight. 50-36. Spring Hill with a 14-point lead after they trailed by 1 at halftime. They have overcome just one halftime deficit this year to win. Granted, this was only a 1-point deficit, but a big third quarter has completely flipped the momentum of this game. Schreiner is fouled after the rebound on the miss by Pierce. Meredith Todd is going to be called for her 3rd foul and his 17th foul, so it'll put Sawyer Schreiner at the line for a 1-and-1. The 23rd free throw attempted tonight by Eudora. Spring Hill has taken just 6 free throws in this game. And a lane violation called on Brooke Powell of Spring Hill, so it'll give Sawyer Schreiner a second opportunity at this free throw as Jenna Weber checks back in for the Broncos. And Schreiner takes advantage of that second opportunity, and she still has one more because that was still technically just the first foul shot of the 1-and-1 because of that lane violation. So a costly lane violation as ends up costing them 2 points. And it's a 12-point Spring Hill lead with 5.5 to go. Frank out to set the screen on the roll, nothing there. Good head fake by Powell, drives inside and draws the foul on Sawyer Schreiner. 2 shots coming up for Powell.
Foul number 13, Jalen Pierce. First second, team number 7. That line 2-2, Brooklyn foul.
Offensive rebound Weber as they didn't get any at the line, but they're going to get 3 instead from Julia Hess, who sets a new career high with her 3rd three-pointer of this game. Give her 9 points tonight, and Spring Hill extends the lead to 15. And another turnover. This time it's Milroy with a steal and a breakaway uncontested layup by Milroy, but makes it a 17-point Spring Hill lead. Who saw this coming after the first half? When it was nip and tuck the entire first half, neither team could separate by more than 5 points through the first 16 minutes of this game, but Spring Hill took advantage in the third quarter, and they have not let up, now leading by 17. Schreiner with a reverse lay-in won't go. Pearson offensive rebound keeps the possession alive. She's up to 9 rebounds in this game now, and another offensive rebound. This time it's Sawyer Schreiner, and she's fouled. Eudora continues to dominate the glass, but it's going to be an empty statistic for them tonight unless something drastically changes in this final 4 minutes. The foul was the 4th personal foul, by the way, on Kate Milroy. Kaylee Oakes back in for Spring Hill, and before the next free throw, a timeout taken by the Cardinals. 4:07 left to play the ball game. You're watching Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
.407 left to play in the 4th quarter tonight. It's a 17-point Spring Hill lead. After trailing by 1 at halftime, the Broncos quickly took advantage in the second half. Opened up the second half on a 10-3 run to take the lead, and they have not given it back. Closed out the 3rd quarter on a 10-0 run to push the lead up into double digits for the first time. And it has remained there throughout this 4th quarter. And right now is as large as it has been at 17 points. Sawyer Schreiner is at the free throw line, missed the first of the 2 foul shots, misses the second as well. It's again an offensive rebound by Pierce, but again an empty offensive rebound. Pierce has 10 rebounds tonight. A lot of those have been offensive rebounds, but just 1 point for Jayla Pierce as she has yet to get a putback to go. Hess working on a career-high 9 points tonight. Can't get the runner to fall. Sawyer Schreiner clears it for Eudora. And a carry called on Harper Schreiner. Weber fires up a 3 and connects, and the lead is up to 20 for Spring Hill. 58-38 Broncos with 3:10 left in the ball game. Oakes with the block shot. Hess gives it up to Frank. She's fouled by Schreiner. And a couple of free throws coming up for Allie Frank. Well, 2 things that typically bode well for a team is if they dominate the glass, which Eudora has, and they basically triple up the opponent in the number of free throws shot in a game, which is also true tonight for Eudora, but yet they're down by 20. Todd and Dowd back in for Spring Hill. (60-38) Spring Hill. Another block by Kaylee Oakes. Schreiner's corner 3 off the mark, and she has been shut down in this second half as well. Just 3 points since halftime. Before the layup by Frank, she's called for a travel. Only the 7th turnover by Spring Hill as Abby Watson checks in. First time into the game tonight for Eudora with 2:40 to go. And the Cardinals down by 22. Schreiner to Schreiner, then tipped around to Martin. Harper Schreiner goes onto the baseline, trying to feed it back into Pierce. Oakes has it go off her and out of bounds. It'll remain with Eudora, 2:22 to play. Reminder coming up at halftime of the boys' game tonight. We will crown the winter homecoming king and queen. You can see it here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Unfortunately, because of the side of the gym we are on, you're going to see the back of the candidates, but not much we can do about that. Caden, you got some pull. Maybe you can get them to do like a little, turn and
maybe so.
Go to both sides. We'll put you on that. We'll put you on that job. Dowd back to Weber, inside to Frank. Can't handle the bounce pass, then hit her on the shoelaces. A jump ball is called, and it will go to Eudora. Well, this fourth quarter has not been quite as pretty for Spring Hill as Groff and Ashley Kuntz check in. But the good news for Spring Hill, that 21-7 third quarter gave them some room for error in this fourth quarter, and they have continued to build on what's a tremendous second half for the Broncos. Foul called on the Watson putback. It's yet another offensive rebound for Eudora. They've just been dominating the glass in this ball game. Now +8 right now on the glass as Clay Freegon will clear the bench and go with 5 new girls for the first time tonight. Elena Freegon, Tessa Dawson, Coral Callan, Lorelei Harris, it looks like, and Molly Murray are the 5 new players in the game for Spring Hill. And now for Eudora, Harley Moore checks in for the first time this evening as well. So 1 minute and 36 seconds to play in this ball game. Callan draws the double team, sets up Murray, and around it goes back to Harris. Freegon fires for 3. Eudora basketball with 1:06 to play. Moore is bumped by Murray. And that puts Spring Hill into the double bonus, or Eudora into the double bonus on the 10th foul by Spring Hill. A couple of shots coming up for Harley Moore. Abby Skoma checks in for Spring Hill. Chelsea Kirk also checks in for the Broncos. Another offensive rebound for Eudora. And another foul. I feel like we said that too much tonight. Offensive rebound Eudora, foul Spring Hill. And again, usually if I say that a lot, it's not going to be a good result for Spring Hill. But somehow they have been out-rebounded by more than 10 tonight. Their opponent has taken 22 more free throws than they have. And here they are with 50 seconds to go and leading by 20. But Eudora, who gets another offensive, Eudora had only 16 of 32 and another offensive round. Broken record or what? They are only 16 of 32 at the free throw line tonight, so they have not taken full advantage, and I don't know how many putback opportunities they have missed, but here we go with more free throws as well. Riley Graff will have a chance at the line now. Oh boy. You say it for me, Caden. I don't want to have to say it again.
Another offensive rebound by Eudora.
Freegon collects this one for Spring Hill, and then she is fouled, so we will get more free throws. Just what we wanted. So 1-1 coming up for Elena Freegon. A chance to get her first varsity points of her career right here. .14 seconds left. Just nobody foul. Three-pointer is good in the corner. As Ashley Kuntz knocks down that three for Eudora. 1 second left. Tessa Dawson, a little spinning three-pointer on the way, and that is the final. 60-43. Spring Hill with a big second half. Pulls away to win this one and improve to 9-7 on the year with a 17-point victory over the Eudora Cardinals. We'll wrap it up for you on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center girls post-game show next, and then set the table for our boys game to still come here on Spring Hill Sports Live tonight.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, and business, look to a local, community-minded agent. In Spring Hill, that's Allstate agent Libby Clark. With more than 15 years of industry experience, Libby and her team are committed to providing a customized family protection plan that fits your needs. A full-service agency, Libby Clark offers a broad range of insurance and financial services, building relationships with a focus on helping their neighbors. That's the Libby Clark Agency. Visit them on the southeast corner of 223rd and Harrison in Spring Hill. When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Welcome into the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show following our girls' game tonight, where the Spring Hill Broncos win it 60-43. The post-game show is brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Well, a game that Spring Hill gets out-rebounded by 16. They allow their opponent to shoot 23 more free throws in this game than them. Their opponent makes more three-pointers than them. And you're getting ready to think I'm going to tell you that they lost. But, man, somehow, some way, they win this game by 17 despite getting out-rebounded 34-18. And Eudora knocked down 7 threes to Spring Hill's 6. Eudora took 34 free throws to Spring Hill's 11. Cardinals, though, did only make 16 of those 34 free throws, so under 50% tonight at the free throw line. Spring Hill wasn't like they knocked their 11 down, though. They only went 5 of 11, so they, too, were under 50%. But a couple of things the Broncos did. One, they didn't turn the ball over. 8 turnovers only for Spring Hill in this game, while Eudora turned it over 14 times, so that was big. And the second thing they did was they just capitalized on their opportunities better than Eudora. The Cardinals had a ton of second-chance opportunities, as obviously those rebounding numbers tell you, but they, for whatever reason, just couldn't knock down those second-chance opportunities. Those putbacks would not fall for them. And then Spring Hill did one big thing. They took Harper Schreiner out of the game in the second half. Schreiner had 17 points in the first half of this game. She had 3 in the second half, and that is not an easy thing to do. Schreiner is the type that can quickly put points on the board, and she doesn't even need a lot of space to do it, and yet the Broncos held her to just 3 points in the second half of this game. A lone third-quarter three-pointer was all that Harper Schreiner had in the second half. So she finishes the game still with solid numbers, 20 points and 6 rebounds. But when you split them into the two halves, she had 17 points, 5 rebounds in the first half, 3 points, 1 rebound in the second half. Rest of the numbers for Eudora: 6 points from Malia Martin, 2 points from Kate Erpelding, 3 points from Ashley Kuntz, 1 point from Jayla Pierce, 4 points from Sawyer Schreiner, 5 points by Mackenzie Mayer, 1 point from Harley Moore, and the leading rebounder tonight was Jayla Pierce, who did pull down 10 rebounds in this game, but again, just 1 point. Did not have a field goal made despite the 10 rebounds, with the majority of those being offensive rebounds. For Spring Hill, another huge night from Allie Frank, who puts up her 8th double-double of the year, 15th career double-double with 23 points and 11 rebounds tonight. It's her second straight double-double against the Eudora Cardinals. Kate Milroy, 6 points and a team-high 5 assists tonight. Julia Hess sets a new career high with 9 points this evening, all 9 coming from beyond the arc as she hit 3 three-pointers in this contest. Jenna Weber, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a career-high tying 4 assists. Meredith Todd, 5 points. Brooke Powell, nice game off the bench with 7 points. And Kaylee Oakes with 2 points rounds out the scoring for the Broncos. Spring Hill wins this one 60-43, a 17-point victory for the Broncos, despite trailing by 1 at halftime. It's the second time this year they've overcome a halftime deficit, albeit just 1. But they do come back and win this ball game tonight after 8 ties and 7 lead changes. But that 7th lead change that put the Broncos up 31-29 at the 6:29 mark of the third quarter was the last of the lead changes, as they would lead the rest of the way, and led by as many as 22 and 1 point in the fourth quarter. Spring Hill now 9-7 overall, 6-2 in the Frontier League. They will take on Bonner Springs here at home next Tuesday, right here on Spring Hill Sports Live at 6 o'clock. The Cardinals dropped to 8-6 and 5-3 in the Frontier League. Their next ball game is also Tuesday next week, as they will be on the road against Baldwin. That'll wrap it up for us on the girls' side of things. Coming up, it's the boys' game. We'll get to the pregame coverage of that one. And don't forget, coming up at halftime of the boys' game will be the crowning ceremony of the winter homecoming. And one of those Bronco girls we talked about, there are 4 queen candidates all on that Bronco girls team. So we'll see if one of them can, one of them definitely will get it. I guess they're not going to not give it to one of them. We'll see which one gets it to cap off an already successful night for those girls as they win it by 17 over Eudora. More to come with the boys' game right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Comfort Designs pregame show as we get you set for the boys' game tonight. Comfort Designs, see what they can do for you by going to comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, it is Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Spring Hill 7-7 on the year, Eudora 5-8. That's our matchup as we take a look at the matchup brought to you by the Spring Hill Rec Commission, who offers a wide range of activities for kids and adults. To see everything they offer, visit them online at springhillrec.org or call 913-592-2214. The Cardinals coming off of a victory over Ottawa, their last ball game out on Tuesday. They have now won back-to-back games for the first time since they started the year 2-0. The Cardinals are 5-8 overall, 4-3 in the Frontier League. They are led by Ty Apps. He's their top guy at 2 good games against Spring Hill last year. In the first contest, he had 11 points, 4 rebounds. Second game had 21 points and 3 rebounds against the Broncos. Was named honorable mention Frontier League last year, so he is certainly their go-to guy, 6'4" senior. And the Broncos will have to have a keen eye on him tonight. Going to have to defend the three-point line tonight. Last year, 10 made threes in the 2 games against Spring Hill. In total, the 2 teams combined to shoot just 31 free throws in the 2 games combined. So you're looking at about 8 per game for each team. So not a lot of free throws. And of course, we know Spring Hill doesn't take a lot of free throws. They only average 14 per game. They're a team that likes to play around the perimeter and shoot threes, and Eudora will do a lot of the same. So that could be a key tonight, who wins that battle on the three-point line, as the Broncos are coming off of a loss on Wednesday night against Tonganoxie. 78-65. It was a back-and-forth game early. Tongi took the lead for good midway through the second quarter. Broncos had 16 turnovers in that game to just 8 for Tonganoxie. And they couldn't keep up with that red-hot Tonganoxie offense that put up a season-high 78 points. So it dropped the Broncos back to 500 at 7-7 overall, 5-2 now in the Frontier League, as they have dropped back-to-back league games to Tonganoxie and Lewisburg. So we'll look to right that ship tonight against league foe Eudora. Cooper Jones coming off of a career-high 34 points in that game against Tonganoxie. So we'll see if he can stay hot tonight. But also the defense for Spring Hill, see if they can get back on track after now having surrendered 60 and 78 points in their last 2 ball games. Spring Hill 0-5 this year when they give up 60 plus. So we'll see if they can keep them held down here tonight in this one. That's a look at the matchup. We'll take a look at the keys to the game for you as well when we come back here on the Comfort Designs pregame show, as Spring Hill welcomes the Eudora Cardinals to town here on a winter homecoming night in Spring Hill. It's the Broncos and the Cardinals coming up on Spring Hill Sports Live.
you better understand. Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup. Locally owned and operated and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Welcome back into the Comfort Designs pregame show tonight, getting you set for Spring Hill and Eudora. Coming up in just a few minutes as we take a look at our keys to the game tonight. The Broncos trying to get back in the win column here in the Frontier League after dropping their last two league ball games. And we'll again go with this, as we have talked about the last couple of games, and they have yet to do this, and that is get off to that good start and take a lead into the locker room at halftime. 7 straight games now they have not had a lead at halftime. Really need to get off to a better start as they look to slow down now Eudora, who comes in not quite as hot as Tonganoxie came in on Wednesday night, but the Cardinals are coming in off of back-to-back victories, so they're feeling good about themselves entering this ball game, and Spring Hill needs to try to silence that momentum for the Cardinals early on in this ball game. Defend the three-point line. Again, they allowed Tonganoxie to make 8 threes on Wednesday night, and last year they gave up 10 in 2 games to Eudora, so this is a team not shy about taking that three-pointer, and Spring Hill needs to be out there with a hand in the face, contest, close out, hands high, and defend that three-point line as the Broncos will try to get their 6th win in the league this year. They were 5-0 to start league play this season, but now back-to-back losses has them at 5-2 right now in the Frontier League. Let's look at the keys to the game for you as the Broncos and the Cardinals get set to do battle here in Spring Hill. We'll take one final timeout here, and then we'll have this game ready to start from Spring Hill. And don't forget, coming up in the halftime of this boys' game will be the crowning ceremony for the winter homecoming. So we will carry that for you here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We talked about it in the girls' game. All 4 of the Queen candidates on that girls' team for Spring Hill, Meredith Todd, Julia Hess, Emily Dowd, and Allie Frank. 2 of the 4 King candidates off of this guys basketball team for Spring Hill, John Mitchell and Cooper Jones. They're joined by Ridge Gerstberger and Jordan Davis. So we'll have that coming up for you at halftime. We'll get Caden's prediction on what's going to happen during the crowning ceremony. We'll see if he knows these gals and guys and see if he can pick our winners for us. So we'll have a chance to chew on that for a bit, Caden. Coming up, it's the starting lineups and the opening throw-in. Spring Hill and Eudora. It starts next. You've been watching the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net. Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos! Whitesell Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Whitesell Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Whitesell and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Whitesell Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Welcome back inside Spring Hill High School as we get set for tonight's matchup between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Eudora Cardinals. Time to tonight take a look at our starting lineups. They are brought to you by Perfect Details Salon, 516 North Webster in Spring Hill. The Broncos will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at Perfect Details Salon, where they're devoted to making clients flawless from head to toe. Make an appointment online at salonperfectdetails.com or by calling 913-592-5022. So let's take a look here at the starters for the Eudora Cardinals. Jaden Ham, a 6'6" sophomore, number 0. Number 3 is Cale Hammerschmidt, a 5'8" sophomore. Number 4, a 6-foot junior, Landon Watkins. Number 12, a 6'6" senior, Justin Fawcett. And number 22, a 6'4" senior, Ty Apps, who was honorable mention All-Frontier League last year. So it's a pretty good size in that Cardinal lineup with Ham at 6'6", Fawcett at 6'6", and Apps at 6'4". For Spring Hill, Cooper Jones, 6'1" senior, second team All-League last year, number 1 for the Broncos, coming off a career-high 34 points Wednesday night. He's averaging 19 a game this year. John Mitchell, a 5'11" senior, number 11 for the Broncos. Evan Letillier, 6'2" senior, number 14, leads the team at 4.6 rebounds per game. Ryan Weber, a 6'2" senior, number 15, honorable mention All-Frontier League last year. Weber, the team's assist leader and second leading scorer at 11 points per game. And Cody Powell, a 6' senior, number 24 for the Broncos. Time for the opening throw-in, brought to you by the Spring Hill Fitness, your local community gym. Spring Hill Fitness is dedicated to making a friendly, clean, judgment-free environment, open 24/7. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-686-2027. Eudora with the opening possession underway tonight. Glad you're with us, along with Caden Carbajo. I'm Bryce Kessler, and the Cardinals go to work inside to Ham on this opening possession. Back around it goes to Hammerschmidt. Spring Hill opening up man-to-man defense inside, deflected away and out of bounds off of the hand. Last touched by Ham. And Spring Hill forces a turnover on the Cardinals' opening possession. Eudora, winners of their last 2 ball games, now 5-8 on the year, 4-3 in the Frontier League. Spring Hill coming off of back-to-back losses now. Both league losses to Lewisburg and Tonganoxie. Weber, right wing, tees up the 3 and leaves it short, out of bounds to Eudora. Weber coming off 4 straight double-digit scoring games for the Broncos, but that first attempt not there for Ryan, so 1 possession each. Scoreless start to this ball game as Cale Hammerschmidt brings it up for the Cardinals. Apps to Watkins, and now here's Ham on the elbow. Apps off the screen from Ham. Steps back to a long 2-pointer. Weber battling Ham for the rebound, and Jaden Ham comes up with the offensive board for Eudora. Ham kicks out Watkins. Rims out the 3. Jones the rebound to Spring Hill. Cooper pushes himself right into the middle of the paint, and an offensive foul as Landon Watkins draws the charge. And Cooper Jones picks up his first foul with 6:36 left to play in the first quarter. Broncos coming off a great offensive night against Tonganoxie, 65 points. Westbrook will take 65 from his guys any night of the week, but they gave up 78. Second most points allowed in a game this year by Spring Hill, only for the 79 they gave up to Shawnee Mission South, and Justin Fawcett gets Eudora on the board first tonight as they go inside to one of the 2 6'6" guys they've got, the senior Fawcett, with the 2 points to make it 2-zip Cardinals. Jones straight away, 3 is short, and rebounded by Fawcett. Jones knocked down 7 threes on Wednesday night in the loss to Tonganoxie. Watkins stepped back short. Letellier on the boards for Spring Hill, and back comes Weber. Out to Powell. Lines up a left wing 3, and that's off the mark as well. Hammerschmidt on the backside rebound for Eudora. Rifled inside Apps. Working against John Mitchell. Big size advantage in there for Ty Apps, and he is able to take advantage to put Eudora up 4-0. Letellier will try his luck at a 3, and right now the Broncos way off on those 3-pointers. We've seen as many draw nothing as those that have come close, and none of them have gone in. Fawcett on the cut, gets the feed from Ham, and it's 6-0 Cardinals. Timeout Spring Hill with 5:05 left to play in the first quarter. And it's all Cardinals to start this one as Eudora leads it 6-0. They have gone inside to the big guy Fawcett twice, and Ty Apps from in close with the other basket as the Cardinals are looking to put together a season best 3 straight victories tonight. And for Spring Hill, they're looking to avoid a season-long 3-game losing streak. Eudora started the year 2-0 before they fell into a rut and went 1-8 after their 2-0 start. But have backed that up with a pair of victories over Baldwin and Ottawa in the last 2 weeks, and now are 5-8, while Spring Hill hasn't gone through really any long, rough, or good stretches. They have not won more than 2 in a row, and they have not lost more than 2 in a row this year. And they have played it to a 7-7 overall record so far. Powell, mid-ranger on the baseline. That's good, and Spring Hill on the board thanks to Cody Powell. Spring Hill started the game in a man-to-man. They have since switched to the zone defense out of the timeout, trying to get a little more defense down there, congesting up the paint area where Eudora has dominated so far as Fawcett steps on the baseline and turns it over. Spring Hill down 4. They got their first bucket last time down. Powell bounce into Mitchell, knocked out of his hands, and oh my, they're going to say out of bounds off of Mitchell. Looked like it was stripped out by Hammerschmidt, but apparently it then redirected off the arm of Mitchell. So a turnover for Spring Hill, and Eudora's got it back up 4 as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Watkins drills a three. Letillier, and it's a blocking foul called on a Hammerschmidt. That is his first, team's first. And the Broncos will go to the bench for the first time. In comes sophomore Jamin Beck, along with sophomore Luke Metcalf. They each average a little more than 5 points per game off of the bench. Beck coming off a 10-point night on Wednesday against Tonganoxie. Had all 10 in the second quarter as Powell misses another mid-range jumper, but it's kept alive by Letillier. Jones, deep three. And a foul on Powell as Justin Fawcett was able to control it for Eudora. That is the first on Cody Powell, and the second team foul charged to Spring Hill with 3:28 left in the first quarter. And now the Cardinals go to their bench for the first time. In comes Connor Dunback, a 5'9 sophomore, in for Ty Apps. So they get a little smaller with that move, does Eudora. They've still got the two 6'6 guys in there with Fawcett and Ham so far has been a distributor. 3 assists already for Jaden Ham, as he has assisted all but one of the Eudora baskets so far in this one. Watkins has hit once from downtown. That one off the mark, but an offensive rebound by the newly inserted Dunback, and he's fouled on the putback try. They call a foul on Jamin Beck, his first, team's third. 2 shots coming up for Connor Dunback. Braden Bierbauer now checks into the lineup for the Cardinals, 6'3 junior. An 11-9 lead for Eudora. Good start tonight on the road for the Cardinals. Cody Powell has it on the left wing. He's got the only basket so far tonight for Spring Hill. This is Jones on the attack. Draws a triple team. Back out it comes for Metcalf. And finally somebody for Spring Hill able to dial up a three. The Metcalf tray makes it 11-5 with 2:44 left in the first quarter. Kick ball on the foot of Jones. Two and a half left to play in the first quarter. Offensive foul, team control on an illegal screen against Eudora. They call it on Watkins. First foul on Landon Watkins and the second team foul. Letillier up top looking for Beck, knocked away, and Bierbauer can't quite save it. Ryan Weber back in for the Broncos, and for the Cardinals, Ty Apps returns. Rough first quarter offensively for the Broncos. 6 minutes in, just 5 points on the board. They average 53.5 per game, but they're a long way from that number so far tonight. They continue to fire up the threes, but they have just not been really all that close even. Metcalf able to get the possession back though for Spring Hill as he is tied up, but the jump ball will give it to Spring Hill. Cameron Crotchett checks in for Spring Hill now. 6'2 junior enters for Letillier. And also for the Cardinals, now back in comes Justin Fawcett, who's off to a good start tonight. 4 points, 3 rebounds already for Fawcett. Around it goes to Crotchett for Spring Hill. Weber works to penetrate, finds Crotchett in the short corner, and he knocks it down. So far, Cody Powell, the only starter who has scored for Spring Hill. Their 3 leading scorers on the year, Jones, Weber, and Letillier, have all been shut out to this point. Spring Hill trails by 4. Foul committed on the cut by Dunback. He'll go to the line again, where he's already knocked down a pair. It's Jamin Beck's second foul, and the team's 4th. John Mitchell will check in for him. I'm not sure why. Did Beck get hurt? Beck's got blood. I'm not sure why they let Mitchell come in before the first of 2 foul shots, but it's because Mitchell has some blood on him. Or not Mitchell, Beck, I should say, has blood on him. Mitchell is in for Beck. Y'all know what I meant. 1 of 2 for Dunback. Weber up to Metcalf, who lays it in. That's 5 points off of the bench now for Luke Metcalf. And thankfully so for Spring Hill, as their starters have scored 2 points in this first quarter. But the Broncos trail by just 3. Apps calls for the screen. Fawcett out to set it. This is a freshman, Logan Sullivan, on the right wing with a hand in his face. Knocks down the 3. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Jones to a cutting Mitchell, and he shuffled the feet on the catch, and it's travel. Hammerschmidt back on for Eudora. So after scoring 34 Wednesday night, Cooper Jones has been shut out in this first quarter for Spring Hill. That is usually not a recipe for Broncos success. He averages 19 of the 54 they score per game. But down 6, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Hammerschmidt trying to dribble out these final seconds before making his move here in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, here he goes. Sullivan off the screen, step back 3 is blocked by Weber. Crotchett's got it with 2, throws it back into the arms of Apps, on the way, and good at the buzzer. So Ty Apps takes advantage of a critical Bronco turnover in the final second. 18-9 Eudora after 1 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
18-9 Eudora on top of Spring Hill as we go to the second quarter tonight. The Cardinals with 2 3-pointers in the final 40 seconds of that first quarter. Took their 3-point lead and quickly turned it into 9. They turn it over though to start the second quarter. This See if Spring Hill can take advantage as Weber drives, kicks to Metcalf, who's been the one guy who's been the bright spot on the offensive end of the floor. He's got 8 now, and it's 18-12. 8 of the 12 points have come from Metcalf off of the bench. Crotchet has 2 off the bench as well, and Cody Powell is the only starter who has scored in this game. That is an over and back after Hammerschmidt kicked it himself into the backcourt. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers here in this second quarter for Eudora. A chance for Spring Hill to come away with some more points and get this back to a 4 or even a 3-point game here. Jones and Weber, they average 29 between the two of them per game. They've got 0 right now. But Metcalf trying to pick them up. Here is Metcalf. Gives to Mitchell. Back to Jones. Cooper really hasn't even had many attempts. He's had 2 3-point looks so far, but both have been off the mark. Mitchell drive and kick to Weber. Back up top, Crotchet. Jones trying to work off the dribble this time, and he draws the foul as he gets to the basket and will head to the line for 2. Hopefully Jones can see a free throw through the rim, and that'll get this shooter going, as he is a guy that can fill it up in a hurry. Averages 19 a game. 3 straight games he has scored over 20 now. At back-to-back 22-point nights against Paola and Lewisburg. And then up that to a career best 34 on Wednesday night. But the 72% free throw shooter misses the first one. Logan Watkins back in for the Cardinals. 1 of 2 for Jones. Hopefully that's the one that breaks the seal for him, as it is now an 18-13 ball game with 6:44 left to play in the first half. Good defense by Cameron Crotchet. Got around in front of Jaden Ham to come up with yet another Eudora turnover, but Jones returns the favor and gives it back. Crotchet doing a great job inside on Jaden Ham, making it real tough for the Cardinals to try to enter it into the post. Apps. Kick out to Sullivan, the freshman not shy. He's already hit 1 3. That one won't go for him, and Weber clears it for Spring Hill. Behind the back on the dish, up top to Metcalf, and it's just off the mark, but an offensive board by Mitchell. Flips it to Crotchet, and it's rejected out of bounds by Jaden Ham. Cole Parker checks in now for the first time for Eudora. Cody Powell back in for the Broncos with 5:50 left to play in this first half. Lob into Crotchet. Gives it right back to Weber. 15-footer off the mark again. Last touched by Powell. Eudora basketball with 5:44 left to go in the first half. Cardinals have not scored yet in this quarter, though. They have turned it over 3 times. Apps working against Mitchell. Good defense. John stayed right on him. Westbrook wanted a travel call, didn't get it. Now Apps able to get the corner on Mitchell and missed it. Tip try by Ham won't go. Apps on a third look at it will go to the free throw line. John Mitchell called for the foul, his first and the team's 5th. Apps to the line for the first time tonight. 5 points so far tonight for the senior all-league honorable mention guard last year, and he is good on the first. Evan Letillier checks back in for Spring Hill. Connor Dunback enters back for Eudora. Gives Apps a chance to rest as he has given the Cardinals a 7-point lead with a little more than 5 minutes to play until halftime. Letellier hands it to Jones, kicks out to Weber on the right wing. Got a good look, but just can't buy a bucket still. Jones kept it alive, and that too misses. Shots just not falling down there for Spring Hill as they try to stay tight to Eudora despite the lack of offense early on in this game. Letellier called for the foul as he reached in across the arm of Jaden Ham. Actually, they're going to call it on Weber. And it's his first and the team's 6th. And 2 shots for Jaden Ham. First point of the game for Ham, who's got 3 boards and 3 assists already. Cale Hammerschmidt back in for Eudora. Jones inside, a foul on Ham. First foul against Jaden Ham, 13th foul, make that rather a 14 fouls on Eudora. And Jones back to the line, he went 1 of 2 earlier in the quarter. Perfect this time around for Cooper. 21-15, 4.5 minutes to play in the quarter. Good ball movement by the Cardinals. They get inside to Fawcett, and he is set up by the 4th assist from Jaden Ham. Quickly back the other way come the Broncos, and Cooper Jones with his first field goal of the ball game on a tough start to this one for Jones and the Bronco offense. Trying to stay within reach, though, before we reach the half and maybe get a chance to regroup and come out and get things rolling better in the second half. Down by just 6. We have not had a halftime lead in the last 7 straight ball games now. Inside Fawcett. Missed it from close range, and Weber rips it away for Spring Hill. Mitchell out to Jones. Shot fake, steps into a 2-pointer, but left it short, and Ham the rebound. High-low, Ham to Fawcett, and a tough angle to score there for Fawcett, but he does. And again, set up by Ham. Powell straight away. Letellier called for the foul as he was bumping in the back court with Cale Hammerschmidt, and that puts the Broncos over the limit. So on the 17th foul, it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Cale Hammerschmidt for the Cardinals. Watkins and Apps back in for Eudora. Crotchet and Metcalf back in for Spring Hill. 7 points tonight from the Broncos starters in this game. Thankfully, the bench has 10 to keep them somewhat in this ball game early on, but Eudora now with a 9-point lead, a chance to make this a double-digit lead for the first time tonight with 2:47 to go in the half. Hammerschmidt can't do it, but the Cardinals still lead by 9. Powell with the extra pass to Metcalf. And Luke's three online, but short. Back it comes out to Jones. Weber will try again. That's short. Off the dribble, Ty Apps. That is not an easy shot, but he drills it. And the lead's a dozen for Eudora with 2 minutes left in the half. Well, the Cardinals are coming off a 10 days rest since their last ball game. And they've got everything falling. Spring Hill's playing their fourth game in 10 days. And they have had a lot of their shots end up short. And that one out of bounds to Eudora off the Metcalf miss with a minute 43 left in the half. John Mitchell checks back in for Spring Hill. Logan Sullivan back in for Eudora. Cardinals by a dozen with the basketball. Spring Hill would love to close out the half and get this deficit back to a single-digit margin at least. Big psychological difference going into the halftime down double digits, and even if it's 9, just get it back, just make it a single digit before halftime. Backdoor lob to Apps, deflected away and stolen by Mitchell. So there's the turnover. Now let's see if they can get the points. Jones pulls up for 3. Wasn't short that time, but it's a miss nonetheless. And Jaden Ham, who has not scored much in this first half, has just 1 point, but he's showing you how you impact a game without scoring. 6 rebounds, 5 assists for Jaden Ham. Sullivan pulls the trigger on another 3. That goes up off the shot clock, out of bounds to Spring Hill as Justin Fawcett will hop up and check in for Eudora, and Ryan Weber back in for Spring Hill. So just 55 seconds left in the half. Spring Hill has scored just 8 points in this second quarter after only a 9-point first quarter. Team that averages 53.5 points per game. They're on pace for 34 tonight. Pratchett trying to get it back out to Weber on the flare screen, but it was unsuccessful. And it leads to a two-handed throwdown by Ty Apps, who's got a dozen points in this first half. It's an 8-0 run by the Cardinals, and Eudora leads by 14. Metcalf from Weber in the corner can't get it to go. Weber on the offensive board trying to draw some contact. Ball stripped out, down onto the floor they go, and a foul has been called on Weber. So it was Connor Dunback who went down to the floor to get the loose ball, and then Dunback fouled by Weber. And it's the 8th team foul, so free throws for Dunback. What couldn't go wrong has gone wrong in this first half for Spring Hill. They are down by 14 with Dunback at the line trying to add to the woes for Spring Hill. And he is good on the first. Jaden Ham back in for Eudora. Weber with 8 seconds gives it up to Powell. And another 3 short. Jaden Ham with another rebound. Apps from 3/4 court. And that will end the first half as Eudora closes out the first half on a 10-0 run to take a 33-17 halftime lead. Back in just a moment for the halftime ceremony right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live.
So, what is love? Love is being independent.
Love is dancing.
At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
All right, welcome back inside Spring Hill High School. It is halftime. You see the score, 33-17 Eudora, and it's time for the winter homecoming ceremonies. And Caden, we talked about it. I'll give you time to think about it. So it's time for prediction mode from Caden Carvalho here. You've got King candidates Ridge Gershberger, John Mitchell, Jordan Davis, and Cooper Jones. And your Queen candidates Meredith Todd, Julia Hess, Emily Dowd, and Allie Frank. Who you got tonight?
I got John and Meredith.
All right, you heard it here. King is going to be John Mitchell. Queen is going to be Meredith Todd, according to Cooper Jones. Now, he has no input on it or no knowledge of how the voting went or anything is. So if it's right, we did spoil it for you. It was just Caden's projection. So we're going to see if it's Nostradamus Carvalho or not. So enjoy this. And again, we'll get to the rest of the halftime following.
class vice president. She has participated in the volunteer club and consulting for 2 years. He is also on the honor roll. He has not yet made a decision about what he plans to do next year. Our final couple is Meredith Todd and Rick Gersberger. Meredith is being supported by her parents, Shelley and Darren Todd. Meredith has been involved in both athletic and leadership programs during her time here at Spring Hill High School. She has played basketball and participated in track freshman through her senior year. Meredith is senior class president and has been a leader and executive member of high squad all 4 years. She has served in volunteer club for 4 years. Hold on, watch her please. And she's also been a lead leader her junior and senior year. She also takes her academics very seriously and has been a principal honor roll for all 4 years and is in NHS her junior and senior year. Meredith plans to attend the University of Arkansas through the Honors College to major in secondary education. Rich is being supported by Stacy and Jay Gersberger. Rich has been involved in a variety of activities here at Spring Hill High School. He has played soccer all 4 years, 1 year for junior varsity and 3 on the varsity squad. He was a member of Palace for 2 years and now in attendance his junior year. Rich will be attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln on an academic scholarship. He will be majoring in sport and ground management. Assisting in tonight's coronation ceremony are Keely Oaks, Brooklyn Powell, Tessa Dawson, Hannah McCormick, Olivia Bates, and Elena Bergeron. High Squad would like to thank the administrators, teachers, maintenance staff, kitchen staff, parents, and community members who have helped make this exciting week possible. A special thank you to Jenny Coach of Wild Hill Flowers for the donation of the beautiful green and attendance flowers this evening. Performing the crowning this evening is 2020 Homecoming Queen Sloan McKay. Also performing the crowning is last year's Homecoming Queen Alice Johnson. And now, the 2020 Homecoming King is John Mitchell. The 2020 Homecoming Queen is Allie Frank.
All right, Carbajo, you went 1 out of 2. Not bad for you. Allie Frank, John Mitchell, crowned king and queen of the winter homecoming. We're back with more of the Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Gran anytime or learn more at michaelgran.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Shop local and save at Price Chopper, your hometown grocery store in Spring Hill. Come see the improvements and upgrades throughout the store. As always, Price Chopper is the place for hand-cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and unbeatable flavors from the bakery. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Price Chopper is now happy to offer curbside pickup, locally owned and operated, and under new management. Price Chopper in Spring Hill, open daily, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
It's halftime here in Spring Hill of our boys game. The halftime show brought to you by Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. No ties, no lead changes in this ball game. Eudora opened up the contest on a 6-0 run, and they have led ever since. It extended into an 11-2 run to start this ball game, and then they closed out the first half on a 10-0 run in the final 4 minutes of that first half. Spring Hill did not score in the final 4 minutes. It was a tough first half offensively, the entire first half, as Spring Hill held to just 17 points, and for the 8th straight game, they will start the second half without the lead as they trail 33-17 here at the break. Look back at the eye on the game, brought to you by Weitzel Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Weitzel Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020, and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Second half starts next. It's a brief Michael Graham Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show because we had the crowding of the winter homecoming king and queen there at the half. Again, if you just missed it, sorry, that's what you tuned in for tonight. You just missed it. You have to rewind. But the winner, if you want to know, if you missed it, now's your chance to turn me off. If you don't want to hear, want to go back and watch. John Mitchell, this year's homecoming king, and Allie Frank, your homecoming queen. Second half starts next. 33-17, Eudora on top of Spring Hill.
When a team comes to
is creating beautiful. Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400. Or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're going to love it.
(33-17), Eudora leading Spring Hill. It'll be Bronco basketball to start the second half tonight. Tough offensive first half for the Broncos, led by Luke Metcalf, who had 8 points off at the bench as their top scorer. Ryan Weber averages 10 a game, averages 11 a game. He had 0 in the first half. And Cooper Jones, who's got it now in the corner, averages 19 per night. He had just 5 in that first half. Letillier can't get that right wing 3 to go, and it's pulled down by the game's leading scorer, Ty Apps, who's got a dozen tonight. Inside, Jaden Ham on the feed from Watkins. That's the first field goal of the game for Ham. He has definitely impacted the game, though, despite not scoring much, as he has 7 rebounds and 5 assists in this game. Now 3 points as well. Weber can't hit the 3. Offensive board, Letillier. Foul line pull-up is an air ball by Jones, but another offensive rebound by Powell, and eventually Ryan Weber able to score for Spring Hill. Well, that ends a 12-0 run by Eudora. The Cardinals still in control, up 16. Ham trying to back in on Letillier, spun to the baseline, but lost it on the way up. It looked like never really had it controlled as he tried to roll it in. Now Spring Hill, back they come with Jones for three. He hits that one finally. They hit that three-pointer. They have been trying all night to find the range on a three. And Jones hits for the first time from downtown after he connected on 7 triples against Tongi on Wednesday. 13-point game. Apps trying to go into Fawcett. It's deflected out by Mitchell. Or should I say, King Mitchell. Ham tries to save it after it was deflected by Letillier. He could have let it go out. And instead, Spring Hill comes up with a turnover. Jones from the corner can't get it. Well, there's no question the identity of the Spring Hill offense is the three-pointer. They like the shot. They usually shoot it well, but tonight it is not falling, and that is making it for a long night offensively for Spring Hill. Justin Fawcett. Good little move in the paint over top of Weber. Makes it 37-22. Jones gets the backdoor feed from Letillier for the lay-in. Wrapped into Fawcett again. Able to work his way around Weber, and now he's got a dozen. Mitchell fouled on the way to the basket. 2 shots coming up for John Mitchell. Landon Watkins called for the foul, his second personal. Mitchell, 6 out of 9 this season at the free throw line. First point tonight. Perfect for your majesty. What are you giggling about, Carvajal?
Yours are all the jokes.
Apps with the pull-up. Give him 14 tonight, and it's 41-26. Powell with the answer for 3. Powell with 5 tonight. It's the most he's scored since the Mill Valley game back on the 21st of January. Fawcett again going to work on that block. This time he misses though, and Weber comes out the other way with it for Spring Hill. Mitchell open in the corner, high arcing 3, and it brings rain with it as it comes down and splashes through for John Mitchell. And that will draw a timeout out of Eudora as all of a sudden Spring Hill has that deficit back down to a single-digit margin, 41-32 with 3:50 left to play in the third. You're watching Bronco basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Ensuring the best option. Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
The Broncos have already scored nearly as many points in 4 minutes and 10 seconds of this second half as they did the entire first half. They scored 17 in the first half, and they've got 15 on the board here in the second half. And they have trimmed what was once an 18-point deficit down to 9. Eudora with the basketball. Cardinals led 35-17, but it is now a 9-point game as a foul is called on Spring Hill. They made some changes there at the timeout. Both Jamin Beck and Luke Metcalf have checked in for Spring Hill. And that foul there is called on Metcalf. His first and the team's first. Eudora also to their bench for Braden Bierbauer and Connor Dunback during the timeout. Inbounded to Ham. Power move against Letellier and Jaden Ham. They want to bank one in to make it 43-32 Cardinals. Good ball movement back up top to Weber. Drives down the center of the lane, and an offensive foul is called on Ryan Weber. Westbrook can't believe it. But Weber picks up his third, and it's the second team foul as he will not go to the bench. Cameron Crotchett came in just to give him a high five and say, hey, it's all right, but I thought he was coming in saying, I'm coming in for you. And now Jones is saying, I'm coming in for you. So Jones does check in as well, and Weber heads to the bench along with Crotchett in for Letellier. Logan Sullivan in for Eudora. 43-32 Cardinals. 3 minutes left to play third quarter. Cardinals led by 18 early on in this third quarter, but Spring Hill able to trim it down to 9. Now it sits at 11 inside. The Cardinals go to Jaden Ham. He is fouled with a chance to get the 2 at the free throw line as the little hook shot won't go for Ham. But the foul on Cameron Crotchett, his first, team's third. Jaden Ham, only a sophomore, but he is a strong young man for just being a sophomore, a 6'6". He has had a great game tonight for Eudora. Five points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Done a little bit of everything for this Cardinal offense, and defensively he's been a force as well. He was 0 for 2 at the line, but it goes off the hand of Crotchett, and it stays with Eudora. Block shot by Metcalf, kept alive by Bierbauer. Sullivan cues up a 3 deep, and Metcalf finally ends that possession. Jones into traffic, and a foul called after or before the block shot by him. It's going against Braden Bierbauer, his first and the team's second. 2 shots for Cooper Jones. Jones 3 out of 4 at the line tonight. Adds another one there. Ryan Weber has checked back in with his 3 fouls. Justin Fawcett returns for Eudora. Broncos pick up the pressure on the full court. And they get the turnover. And a timeout is taken to save the possession after Metcalf was in trouble on the floor. So the full court press works out for Spring Hill. They get the turnover. And now they'll have a chance to dive a bit deeper into this deficit as they trail by 9. They will have a chance to get this game closer than it has been since midway through the second quarter when they trailed 23-17. It has been at least 8 points, and I say at least 8 points because it was then at 25-17, but then the Cardinals quickly pushed it up to a double-digit lead, and it had remained a double-digit lead all the way until Spring Hill trimmed it down to 9 momentarily earlier in this third quarter. Now they've got it again back down to 9 and a chance to take some more off of it. They have overcome 2 halftime deficits to win this year. We were down 16 at the half tonight. Weber's all alone on the left wing, but the 3 won't go. And it's a foul against Spring Hill. It's called on Jamin Beck for a push. So loose ball foul will give it back to Eudora with 2:08 to go in the third. Broncos keep that full court pressure on, and Watkins having a tough time getting it in. Across the timeline, the Cardinals break the press with 2 to go in the third. Sullivan, top of the key, the 3 misses. There is a whistle and a foul against Spring Hill. Cooper Jones trying to fight through the screen is called for the foul. It's Cooper's second and the team's 5th. A foul on the floor and a baseline inbound, but before that, a warning has been issued to the Spring Hill bench. Apps looking inside to Fawcett. Crotchett able to deflect it out of there. Cameron Crotchett's done a pretty good job tonight on Fawcett down in the paint. We've seen him make a couple of nice defensive plays, and it leads to a 3 from Jamin Beck. So it is now a 6-point game with 90 seconds left in the third. They've taken 10 points off of the deficit here in this third quarter. Jones nearly got to it. It leaves Watkins open though, but he missed the 3 and now a chance to run. Weber quickly out to Jones. Cooper all alone, and the lay-in makes it a 4-point game with a minute left in the third quarter and another timeout Eudora. So Spring Hill putting it on them in the third quarter. The Broncos have closed the gap to 4 after trailing by as many as 18 here in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor, 1:01 to play in the third. You're watching Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400. Or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
A 22-10 advantage for Spring Hill in this third quarter. After they scored just 17 points in the first half, they put up 22 in this third quarter, and from down 16 at the half, which turned into an 18-point deficit early on in the third quarter, they've got it back down to just 4. Ham runs the baseline. Nice time feed from Justin Fawcett. And a nice set piece out of the timeout by Eudora to get 2 back and in that 7-0 Spring Hill run. But the momentum has certainly changed a little bit here inside Spring Hill High School tonight. What was all Cardinals early on, the Broncos have regained some of that confidence in this second half. Down 6 with 25 seconds to play of the quarter. Jamin Beck can't get the three to go, but Crotchet, who's had a nice night, with another offensive rebound for the Broncos. Metcalf, mid-range pull-up, rattles out. Weber's fouled on the putback try. So Ryan Weber has struggled to score tonight. He has just 2 points, but he has now tied his season high with 8 rebounds, and he's already tied his career high tonight with 7 assists. So he is trying to make the impact without having to score tonight. He's got a chance to score here, though, at the free throw line following that foul on Jaden Ham, which was his second and the team's third. Weber, a 74% free throw shooter. And he knocks down the first one. Just 3 points tonight for Ryan. Letellier back in for Spring Hill. And it's a 4-point game again. 10 seconds left for Eudora. Hammerschmidt brings it up. Into the corner for Watkins. 3 is off the mark, and we got a brand new ball game as we go to the fourth. 45-41, Eudora on top of Spring Hill here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Your trusted Farmers Insurance agent is Anthony Sidoti. Experienced, local, and veteran-owned. Licensed in both Kansas and Missouri, Anthony will customize the right plan for you. His straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options. Stop on by at 159th and Merlin, right up the street in South Olathe, or call 913-270-5400. The Anthony Sidoti Agency. Farmers Insurance, proudly serving Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Whole new look to this game as we go to the fourth quarter. Eudora on top of Spring Hill, 45-41. The Cardinals led by as many as 18 early on in the third quarter, but Spring Hill has got it trimmed all the way down to 4 as we start this final period. Hammerschmidt with it for Eudora, along with Apps, Fawcett, Ham, and Watkins. Spring Hill with Jones, Powell, Weber, Beck, and Letellier. Foul called underneath the basket. It's on Weber. And that is Ryan's 4th. And the 6th team foul. Weber will come out. Crotchet will come in. And that's big as Weber leads the team in both rebounds and assists tonight. 8 boards, 7 assists for Ryan in this game. But he goes to the bench with 4 fouls and 7:41 to play. Eudora just 12 points in the third quarter. They were doubled up 24-12 in the period after scoring 18 and 15 in the first 2 quarters of this one. And their once 18-point lead down to 4, now make it 6 as Justin Fawcett continues to have a nice night, 14 points. He is the top scorer along with Apps. They've each got 14 for the Cardinals. And Eudora leads it by 6. We talked about it in the open. Spring Hill has made an unfortunate habit as Beck is able to sneak down the baseline and get open on the feed by Letellier. I'll finish the thought on the other side of the timeout. 47-43, 7 minutes to play. Timeout Broncos. You're watching Spring Hill High School basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
conditioning contractor? Are you looking for a trusted heating or air conditioning contractor in the Spring Hill area? Look no further than Comfort Designs. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning has 100% NAIC certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
(47-43) Eudora leads Spring Hill with 7:03 left to play fourth quarter. And as I was saying before the timeout, the Broncos have made this unfortunate habit about getting off to bad starts, and they have now trailed in 7 of their last 8 games at the half. And the only one they didn't trail, they were tied. So they have yet to have a lead in the last 8 games at halftime. But time and time again, they make a nice push back in the second half. Twice they've come back during this stretch to win. The time they were tied, they also came back and won that one. And tonight, down 16 at the half, they're trying to once again come back and pull out a victory. But they've still got work to do, as the hardest part about one of these comebacks, as Letillier has called for that second foul there, and it'll put Jaden Ham at the free throw line. Hardest part about these comebacks is making that final push to get over the hump and actually take the lead. It takes so much effort just to put yourself in a position to be able to tie it up or take the lead. And as soon as you get a little resistance back the other way, and it feels like all that work has been undone by just a bucket or two by the other team after you had to string together mini buckets to just get it done. You feel so deflated. So the Broncos have to try to get through that final hurdle here in this comeback as they're down 6, now back down 4, and a chance to make it a little tighter as Jones is fouled in the act. So he'll go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play as Justin Fawcett picks up his first foul on the team's 4th. So a 4-point game with 6:35 to go, and Cooper Jones has a chance to make this a 1-possession game again. We haven't had a 1-possession game since the score was 12-9. But we do now. 49-46, 6.5 to play. It was a quiet start for Cooper Jones tonight. He didn't score in the first quarter, but he's up to 17 points now. And he's pulled the Broncos within 3. App stripped on the way in, and one official has a foul called. The other was going to say out of bounds. They're going to go with foul. And the official is asking the other official whether he was passing or shooting to determine whether this will be a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot foul, as it is the 7th team foul. They're going to rule it on the floor, so it is a 1-and-1 coming up for Ty Apps. It's the 3rd foul on Cooper Jones. Apps sneaks that free throw over. 15 points tonight, the top scorer for Eudora. Five-point game, a little more than 6 to play. Jones gives it up into the corner to Metcalf. Pulls up into a long 2-pointer. And Justin Fawcett with a strong rebound, battling Cameron Pratchett to win that board. Fawcett looking to lob inside to Ham. Back outside for Hammerschmidt. Eudora in no rush. Inside looking for Fawcett. Pratchett again able to knock it free, and then ends up committing the foul as he rolls up on Hammerschmidt. And that will put Cale Hammerschmidt at the free throw line, as it is the 9th foul on the Broncos. second on Crotchet.
Foul number 12. Cam Crotchet is second. Team foul number 9. In the Cardinals.
In comes Connor Dunn back. Replaces Jaden Ham, and Ryan Weber, make that John Mitchell rather, checking in for Spring Hill, replacing Cameron Crotchet. We'll see at what point West Book decides to go back with Ryan Weber as well. He picked up a fourth foul early on in this quarter, and it put his starting point guard Ryan Weber on the bench. Hammerschmidt misses the front end of the 1-and-1, so Spring Hill has the ball back, down by 5. With still a ton of time left to complete the comeback. Jones, open look. Can't get it to fall though. Ball loose and finally picked up by Dunback for Eudora. And Weber has just hopped up and runs to the scorer's table, so Ryan set to come in at the next dead ball with 5 minutes left. And the Broncos trailing by 5. Apps fires it into Fawcett. Off front rim and rebounded by Jones. Cooper pushes up for the Broncos. All the way to the cup, and a foul committed by Eudora. 2 shots upcoming for Cooper Jones. Foul is on Justin Fawcett. That's his second. 2 shots for Jones. The Broncos have been good at the line tonight, 10 out of 11 as a team. 7 of those 11 attempts have come from Cooper Jones, who has knocked down 6 out of 7. Ryan Weber back in now. 8 boards, 7 assists tonight from Weber, so they get him back on the floor. Hopefully he can orchestrate a few scoring possessions here for the Broncos, who are down 5 with 4:44 to go. Second foul shot by Jones rattles home. So he's got 18 points tonight. It's a 4-point game once again with 4:40 to play. App 17-foot pull-up is strong, and there's Weber with another rebound. Ryan gives it up to Jones. Can't get the 3 to fall. Jaden Ham the rebound. App's trying to orchestrate the offense here and get people where he wants them. Now Letillier is going to be called for the foul as he was trying to keep Jaden Ham in place, and they will call Letillier for his third, and that is now 10 team fouls, so it will put Eudora into the double bonus. And 3 out of 6 tonight at the free throw line. $10 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. It's been a very good game for the sophomore Jaden Ham. He gets 1 out of 2 at the line. And Spring Hill's got the ball. Weber, he's knocking on the door of a potential double-double without scoring being a part of it. Another 3 off the mark for Spring Hill as they are down 5 with still plenty of time left. 3:40 to play in this ball game. Apps trying to attack. Got into a tough angle, but Jaden Ham kept it alive, and then they're going to call Letillier for a push. So 2 more free throws coming up for Jaden Ham as Letillier picks up his 4th foul. And a costly one, as that was going to end up being a change of possession after Ham was trying to save it on the baseline, but he was being helped out, according to the official, by Letillier, so Ham back at the line. This time he gets them both. And it's a 7-point advantage for Eudora. Weber all the way in, draws the foul in the basket. So Weber a chance to get 3 right back for the Broncos as it's once again a 5-point game. 3 points is as close as the Broncos have gotten the deficit after trailing by 18 early in the third quarter. And it's back down to a 4-point game after the 3-point play by Ryan Weber. 54-50, full court pressure by Spring Hill. Apps able to get around it, crosses the timeline as he gets it across there to Dunback. And now back to Ty Apps. 16 points tonight from Apps. One of 3 guys in double figures for the Cardinals. .245 left. Eudora going patient offensively now. The clock their friend with 2.5 to play and up by 4. With Dunback in some trouble, Eudora will take a timeout. Kyle Dieterding uses a 30-second timeout, leaving the Cardinals with 2, and the Broncos still with 3 timeouts remaining and 2:34 left in this contest. Spring Hill trying to avoid a season worst 3-game losing streak here tonight, with their previous 2 losses both coming in the Frontier League as well. An 11-point loss to Lewisburg, a 13-point loss to Tonganoxie, which spoiled a 5-0 start to the Frontier League this year. They have dropped 4 in a row here at home as well, so they would love to end all of that with a victory tonight, and it would be extra sweet by coming from an 18-point deficit back to win this one. But right now, down by 4 against the Cardinals, who are trying to put a streak together the other way and win their season's best 3rd straight game tonight. Two and a half to play, and slipping down. Hammerschmidt able to keep the dribble alive, though, and avoid the turnover. They get it back into the hands of Ty Apps. Feeds to Ham. Bowls into Crotchett, and he's called for the offensive foul as Cameron Crotchett continues to play big on the defensive side for Spring Hill. It's the 3rd foul on Jayden Ham. 7th team foul against Eudora as both Metcalf and Latilia check back in. And Spring Hill's got it down 4 with 2:16 to go. Still have not gotten completely over that hump, though, in this comeback attempt. They're getting close, and they've got a chance to get this deficit down to as little as it has been since way back in the 1st quarter. Weber, drive, back up top, wanted to get it to Latilia, but it's intercepted by Ham. Only the 7th turnover of the game by Spring Hill. They have been very good tonight taking care of the ball, but every one of them magnified now with only 1 minute and 48 seconds to go. Trying to chase down the Cardinals, and a foul called on the perimeter. A hand check on Metcalf will put Connor Dunback at the free throw line. He is 5 of 6 at the line tonight. Only a sophomore, but he has knocked down his free throws here this evening. This is his first time to the line in the 2nd half of the game, and he makes the first. Jones quickly pushes it up for Spring Hill. He slipped, and it is out off of Jones. He lost his footing as he tried to explode up that time. And it is another Bronco turnover as Mitchell and Powell check back in with 1 minute 40 to play. Ham crosses the court to Hammerschmidt. They break the press. Weber's the one guy you don't want to foul if it comes to it out there. He's got 4. Apps with the ball now, and he is fouled by Beck. That is now 4 on Beck.
Number 3, Damon Beck is 4th. Left line shooting 2. Ty Apps.
4 for 4 tonight is Ty Apps at the free throw line. Stays a 5-point game. Metcalf and Jones back in. And a couple of misses there by Apps. Keeps this window open for Spring Hill. Knocked out by Apps, so 1:05 left to play. Beck from the corner, 2-point game as Jamin Beck knocks down the 3. The Broncos have battled all the way back to make this a 2-point game with 58 seconds to go. And a timeout taken by Spring Hill. We're back in a moment. You're watching Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Big 3 by Jamin Beck off the 8th assist of the game by Ryan Weber makes it 55-53, 58 seconds to play. The Broncos trailed by 18. A minute into the second half, it was 35-17 Eudora. But Spring Hill has come all the way back to make it a 2-point game. Closest this game has been since the score was 2-0. And a timeout is now taken by Eudora as they were struggling to get the basketball inbounded. That leaves the Cardinals with just 1 timeout. And it leaves the Broncos still with 2 timeouts. It's just a 30-second timeout here. So 1 full remains for Eudora. 2 fulls remain for Spring Hill. The possession arrow, which might play key also. And actually, I take that back. There's just 1 timeout remaining for Spring Hill as well. So 1 full timeout remains for each team. The possession arrow, as I was saying, is in Spring Hill's favor right now. So that might play big down the stretch. A tie-up would go to the Broncos. Eudora is in the double bonus. Any foul will put them on the line for 2 shots. And with 58 seconds to go, down 2, Spring Hill doesn't have to commit a foul right away. They certainly have time to play some defense, see if they can force a turnover. Watkins, near side of Hammerschmidt. Now Ham back into the center of the floor to Watkins. Apps looked like he stumbled, no whistle on it. And now there's the jump ball. It's Spring Hill basketball. So they get the turnover on the jump ball. It's back to Spring Hill. And Luke Metcalf back in for the Broncos, who have a chance to tie this game up or even take the lead with 43 seconds left to play. Down 16 at the half, down as many as 18 in this second half. And Spring Hill's got it down 2. Weber all the way inside, and he sticks it in the elbow, and that will be another jump ball. This time it goes back to Eudora. The silver lining is that means the possession arrow now back in favor of Spring Hill, though, if they can tie up Eudora again. Now the 35 seconds. Still have time to play defense for a bit as Mitchell deflects it out of bounds. Don't have to foul right away. If it does get to the point where you have to foul, you don't want Weber to do it. He's got 4. You don't want Beck to do it. He's got 4. And they've got to know that if they're in a position, the other guys have to know they've got to be the ones to give the foul. Well, he didn't want Letellier to give it either because now that's his 5th. So you're a little bit out of options with 3 of the 5 guys out there had 4 fouls, but Letellier fouls out of the game with 29 seconds left. Metcalf comes in, and it's 2 shots coming up for Cale Hammerschmidt, who is 2 out of 4 at the free throw line in the ball game. He is 0 for 2 here in the 4th quarter. Just 1. A pair of free throws by Hammerschmidt. And it's 57-53, 29 seconds left. Spring Hill down 4 with the ball. Here comes Weber. Backhands back to Jones, gets a look, and he missed the 3, but a foul will give him 3 free throws. Oh man, that could have been huge had he made it. But instead, Jones will have a chance for 3 free throws as Ty Apps commits a critical foul and gives Jones a chance for 3 points with the clock stopped at 18 seconds to play. Jones is 7 out of 9 at the free throw line tonight. And there are 3 big ones coming up here, and he misses the first. Ham back in. Crotchet as well with 18 seconds left. Jones, one more free throw coming to try to make this a 2-point game. And he hits 2 out of 3. It's a 2-point game with 18 seconds left. Now you got to foul pretty quick here. And there is the foul given by John Mitchell. So we'll walk to the other end for more free throws. It'll be Landon Watkins. And the junior guard will go to the line for the first time tonight for a pair of clutch free throws with just 15 seconds to play. Watkins, 3 points. He hit a 3-pointer at the 3:49 mark of the first quarter. It's the only points he's had tonight until that clutch free throw there. But an even bigger one coming up as it's now a 3-point game, but Watkins can make this back to a 2-possession game with this free throw. He missed it, and the window is fully open for Spring Hill. 12 seconds left. Weber gives to Jones around a Metcalf with 8. Metcalf drive up top to Weber, the 3 off the heel. Rebounded by Hammerschmidt. He got rid of it, and the ball game is over. They couldn't give the foul, and that ends the ball game. They got a decent look from Weber, but in the end, the comeback attempt falls short for Spring Hill. What a second half effort by the Broncos. Down 18 early in the 3rd quarter. They get it all the way back to a 2-point game at one point in this 4th quarter. But they eventually fall by 3 as Eudora survives to win their 3rd straight and improve to 6-8, dropping the Broncos to 7-8 with Spring Hill's 3rd straight Frontier League loss. We'll wrap it all up on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show right after this here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Welcome to the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center postgame show on Spring Hill Sports Live, brought to you by Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, where they work with all insurance companies and get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. A tremendous comeback effort, falls 3 points short tonight by Spring Hill. Once again, they dug themselves a hole as they failed to have the lead at halftime for the 8th straight ball game. Trailed by 16 at the half. We're down 18 early on in the third quarter before the comeback effort began. And the Broncos had the lead, had the Eudora lead all the way down to just 4 to start the fourth quarter at 45-41. And then they got it all the way down to just 2 at 55-53. And again at 57-55. But Eudora able to get the free throw there from Watkins. 58-55 made the score with 15 seconds left. And Spring Hill had a chance. They got a pretty good look from Ryan Weber, but the three was off the mark. And the Cardinals were able to grab the rebound and secure the victory tonight as they win this one 58-55, improving to 6-8 overall, 5-3 in the Frontier League, and they dropped the Broncos to 7-8 overall, and also now 5-3 in the Frontier League. Take a quick time out here on the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show. When we come back, we'll get you all the final numbers from this ball game. As again, Eudora wins it tonight, 58-55 over Spring Hill. Back with more right after this.
When a team comes together, they deliver victory. When the team at Gambino's in Spring Hill comes together, they deliver delicious pizzas and so much more. Family owned and operated, Gambino's has all the ingredients of a great team, including, well, their ingredients. The freshest, perfectly prepared pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, salads, appetizers, and more. To feed your home team, call Gambino's at 913-686-4424 or visit Gambino'sPizza.com. Delivering the winning taste to Spring Hill. Gambino's. You're going to love it.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
the industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Welcome back inside the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show after a 58-55 loss tonight for the Spring Hill Broncos. They trailed by 16 at the half after scoring just 17 points in the first half of this ball game. They came out and put up 38 then in the second half, but they fall 3 short tonight in a 58-55 loss to the Eudora Cardinals. The Cardinals had 3 guys in double figures tonight, led by Ty Apps, who had 16. Justin Fawcett added 14, and Jaden Ham was the star really for the Cardinals tonight. 12 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists for Ham, who led the team in both rebounds and assists and added a dozen points. Cale Hammerschmidt, 3 points. Landon Watkins with 4. Connor Dunback had 6, and Logan Sullivan added 3 as the Cardinals went 21 of 30 at the free throw line in this ball game to close out a victory in this fourth quarter, and they win this one 58-55 for Spring Hill. It was a 4th straight 20-point night for Cooper Jones. He was right on the number 20 in this ball game to go along with 7 rebounds and a couple of assists. Ryan Weber, 7 points, a career-high 12 rebounds, and a career-best 8 assists as he didn't score a lot tonight. It was kind of a struggle to get the ball through the cylinder for Weber tonight, but he certainly played a good game otherwise with the career best in the rebounds and assists, 12 boards, 8 assists to go along with his 7 points. 8 points from Jamin Beck, 8 as well from Luke Metcalf, 5 points from Cody Powell, 5 as well from John Mitchell, which is a new career high for John, and 2 points for Cameron Crotchett rounds out the Broncos scoring. It was Weber who led the team with the 12 and 8 in both rebounds and assists. Overall, Spring Hill actually won the rebounding battle tonight, 26-23, despite the big size advantage for the Cardinals. Spring Hill held their own there, and the Broncos dished out 13 assists, only turned the ball over 8 times. And really, the numbers all say that Spring Hill played a pretty decent ball game tonight. It was just the ball didn't go through the hoop early on in this one. They just could not make any shots in that first half. When they finally did start making shots in the second half, they just simply ran out of time. I think that's what we can call this one, as they were the better team certainly in the second half, but unfortunately they let Eudora build too big of a lead in that first half. The Cardinals took advantage of those Spring Hill offensive woes in that first half and built up their 16-point halftime lead, as large as 18 then in the second half, and they hold on to win this one 58-55. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight. We'll be back at it next week, back here at home on Tuesday when Bonner Springs comes to town. It'll be another girls and boys doubleheader, starting with the girls game at 6 o'clock. The boys to follow around 7:30, and then we wrap it up next Friday night. The regular season ends where they trip down to Ottawa. So those 2 games coming up next week here on Spring Hill Sports Live. So until Tuesday night, we'll say good night for now. For Caden Carbajo, I'm Bryce Kessler. Final scores in the games tonight. The Spring Hill girls pick up a 60-43 victory earlier tonight, and the Eudora boys victors in the nightcap 58-55. That's going to do it for us. You've been watching the Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center post-game show and Bronco basketball presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home.